Good evening, hockey fans, and what is going on? It is your host, Neil Villapiano, the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast, which covers the New Jersey Devils here on the Hockey Podcast Network. And welcome to another exciting playoff edition of Live Watch Along here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Tonight, it is Game 5 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinals between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs. The series is tied at 2 games apiece as we head back to the 6, Toronto. This is fun. The winner of this will be 1 win away from advancing to round 2. This live watch along and everything we do at the Hockey Podcast Network are sponsored by the awesome people over at DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure, guys, when you sign up for DraftKings, use our promo code right here, THPN. Tell them Neil Villapiano sent you. This live watch along also is comment driven. So if you have a comment, question, anything like that, let us know. Share it in the comment section. We'll share it here on the screen. Also, if you guys like what you see and you're new, make sure to leave a like on the stream, subscribe, and punch notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Game 5. This series has gone back and forth. You win one, lose one, win one, lose one, and now we're here into Game 5 here in Toronto. The Maple Leafs have a chance here to put themselves 1 win away from advancing to the second round, something the Leafs have struggled to do for many, many years, while the two-time defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning are looking to steal a second game in Toronto and go back home to Tampa Bay for Game 6, putting themselves 1 win away from advancing to round number 2. Let me know what you guys think prediction-wise, who's going to win, goal scores, anything like that. Let me know in the comment section. We're about 5 minutes away from puck drop. Here, we got some comments already here in. Put out this comment earlier today. Comment your score prediction. Jacob is in the chat. What's going on, Jacob? Good to see you, man. What's going on, Spencer Tim? Thank you so much for the comment. We appreciate it. Like and subscribe while you're here. My friend, he says, fuck the Maple Leafs. All right, so I got a good feeling we're going to get a lot of people that are going to be against the Maple Leafs tonight. Just a hunch, but we shall see. What's going on, Isha? Good to see you, buddy. He's going to go with another big-time, high-scoring, somewhat blowout win. This one for Tampa, 6-3. Andy, Front Row Production, says, yo, yo, yo. Let's go, Tampa Bay Lightning. Love it, man. Andrew, my good buddy, good to see you, my friend. Says, Real Deal Neil, I'm on the Bottom Line podcast stream with the gang. So I'm dropping in to say, hey, no worries, Andrew. Hope you're enjoying yourself over there, chat. Tell the boys over there I said, what's up? What's going on, Saad? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for the comment. Like and subscribe while you're here, my friend. He's going to go with a 5-3 Tampa Bay Lightning victory. A little bit closer. EBR42 Ross, what's going on, man? He says, let's hear the prediction. Well, my friend, I think that the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to steal Game 5 here in Toronto. And I'm going to go with how the series has gone. I'm actually going to go with a 7-3 win for Tampa Bay. Every game basically has been a blowout, one-sided for one team or the other. And I think tonight we get a blowout win for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So 7-3 is your final. That is my prediction. 7-3 Tampa Bay. Jake Hamilton says, are you ready for Wild vs. Blues Game 5, Jake? Yes, I am. Another back and forth series, Game 5 in Minnesota. That should be a good one. I expect the Wild to get it done, but the Blues have already proven they can win on the road, so it's going to be tough. And the biggest question is it Jordan Binnington or Ville Husso in net for Game 5? A lot of question marks there, so we'll see what happens in this one. Bottom Line Podcast, what's going on? Guys, thank you so much for stopping by for a moment. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. It says, Neil, what's up? What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well, as always. Again, Saad, he's actually changing his mind. He's going to go with a 5-3 win for the Toronto Maple Leafs. My apologies, Saad. My apologies. Didn't see that quite clearly, but thank you so much for clarifying. Appreciate it, man. Leave a like and subscribe while you're here. What's going on, Arch Duke? Good to see you again, my friend. Thank you so much also for following me on Twitter. Greatly appreciated. But good to see you. Hope you're doing well. He says, Tampa will bring the White Lightning and win 4-2. Love it. By the way, guys, in the other playoff game going on right now, the Carolina Hurricanes are currently up 2-0 already in the first period against the Bruins, so it's looking like maybe we're going to get another blowout in that one. Mr. Taco Reviews, what's going on, Austin? Thank you so much for leaving a comment, man. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Really does help out the channel. He says, Neil, I'm sorry, bud, but Leafs will take this one. We'll see. We know that the Leafs are typical to in the playoffs, so especially at home. So we'll see about that, Ms. Austin. Thank you so much for leaving a comment, man. We appreciate it. Andy going 5-2 Tampa Bay all day. Like a little bit of rhyming there, Andy. I like it. All right, man. So 5-2. Nice. But yeah, for me, like I said, 7-3 Tampa. Going with another blowout, and I think Tampa grabs this one. I have this series going 7 with Tampa winning, and the way this has been going, it looks like it very well could go 7 games. So we shall see. But they are just finishing up the national anthems. I believe they're currently doing the United States national anthem. Then they'll do Canada. And then we will get this game underway. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. A lot of people have been asking me to do a live watch along of this series, and I'm happy to be doing so. And this has been a very interesting year for the playoffs in general, just for the fact that we have had so many blowouts. I cannot tell you why that is the case. Why have we been in this situation? But it is what it is, right? We just got to deal with it. I'm hoping that as the playoffs progress, we get some, much more close games, maybe a couple more overtimes and things like that. That would be nice. So let's all hope for that. But we've seen a lot of goal scoring, that's for sure. Not a lot of consistency, good consistency from any of the goaltenders. So we shall see. Andy also put hashtag all caps. For those of you that don't know, Andy, a.k.a. Front Row Productions, is from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Huge Washington Capitals fan. Andy, you must feel pretty pissed off to lose yesterday in the way that you guys did, losing in overtime when it looked like that the Capitals were on their way to getting up 3-1, but that series goes back to Florida for Game 5, which will be tomorrow. Soda Pod, which covers the Minnesota Wild, is in the chat as they always are. Good to see you guys as always. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. They say, hey, Neil, what's going on, guys? You guys got a score prediction for us? Let us know. Jacob back in the chat saying, let's go Vegas Golden Knights. Got the 9th pick this year. Buffalo got our next year's 2023 first round pick. I mean, to be fair, Jacob, 2023 draft is going to be a lot more loaded than this year's. So, honestly, I think that probably isn't that great for you guys. But, hey, at least you have a first-round pick to use in this draft, and maybe you could begin your rebuild. But, Jacob, as always, man, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. My brother, Jeff Villa Piano, don't know why there's a space there, but whatever. He says, fun fact. Vasilevsky wears 88 because of Michael Irvin. Yes, that makes total sense. A Russian goaltender who probably knows very little about football decided to wear 88 specifically because of Dallas Cowboys legendary Hall of Fame wide receiver, Michael Irvin. That is tremendous logic there, my brother. Thank you so much for the comment. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already, and also subscribe if you haven't already. Sergio Palma, what's going on? Sergio, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps out the channel. He says, what do you think if the Oilers win the Cup? It's about damn time that they finally get over the hump and win a Stanley Cup with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. It would certainly be impressive, Sergio, 100%. But they got to get past those gritty LA Kings. Andrei Vasilevsky is in net for the Tampa Bay Lightning as he'll look to try to see if he can steal another game in Toronto. And Jack Campbell, a.k.a. Soupy, is in net for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we are now underway as the puck has been dropped. We are underway for game number 5 here of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal matchup. Series tied at 2 games apiece. And we'll see what both teams have in store for us here in this one. Jacob says 6-1 Bolts and Austin Matthews only go for the Leafs. All right, fair enough. And it looks like we may actually have a penalty coming up right away here. So I did see the ref arm go up, but maybe I could be wrong. It might just be an icing. I think it is. So my apologies. Sergio says, do you think Edmonton is going to win the cup? No, I don't. I actually have them losing in this first round against LA because, again, I just have a tough time trusting the Oilers to have a good enough team with other than just Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl to get over the hump. But they could prove me wrong, but I personally don't think so. Jacob says, Vasilevsky is now 17-0 after losing game one of the playoffs since losing 4-0 to Columbus back in 2019. Yes, he has done a very impressive job of bouncing back after losing game number one. If they do get to round number two, we'll see if he can improve to 18-0, Jacob. That's a really impressive stat. So we're just about a minute into this one here. Again, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really does help us out. We are nearly at 2,000 subscribers here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. We're currently at 1.79 thousand. As I mentioned in my last live watch along, our goal by the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs is to get to 2,000 subscribers. So guys, continue to like, continue to subscribe, and continue to share this with your family and friends and get them to do all that stuff as well. That would mean a lot to us. Also, guys, we do have a donation button. So if you want to donate a little bit, you don't have to. It's not required, but it is certainly appreciated. You could do that. All donations go back to the hosts like yours truly. Jacob says, Tampa versus Panthers next round. I think that's a series that a lot of us want to see. The Battle of Florida rematch from last year. Both teams right now are tied at 2 games apiece, and we'll see if they can both get it going and get themselves on to round number 2. Jacob actually gives me an update. We're at 1.81 thousand subscribers. So we're even better than the last time I checked. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jacob. But again, guys, help us get to 2,000 subscribers. That would be absolutely sick. Tampa Bay coming in record when scoring first. Tampa Bay is 34-5. Toronto is 35-6-3. Both of those stats come from the regular season. So there you go. And also, the team that scores first has won every single game in this series. So whoever scores first, I think, gives themselves a very good chance. If we're to continue to go through this this flow, there's a very good chance of potentially winning game number 5. As the Leafs dump the puck in, and it comes right in front of Vasilevsky, but it actually ends up being an icing. And Pat Maroon and Austin Matthews with some pushing and shoving after the whistle. And we've seen a lot of that in this series. So we continue to see that here in game number 5. Jacob says, I think Tampa scores first, 7:48 into the first period. All right, so just about, he says thanks, so he corrected himself, no worries. So he thinks just a little bit under 8 minutes into this one, Tampa will strike first. Let's see if you're right, Jacob. Give you a lot of credit, man, if you do. And maybe, just maybe, if you're nice, I might give you some merch. I'll talk to my boys, and maybe I'll give you some merch if you're right. So you better hope that the Lightning do that. It's Victor Hedman with a shot that's blocked, and now a potential breakaway chance for Mitch Marner. He comes in, backhand try, and he just went wide of the net. Oh, he had a defenseman on him there. Actually, it might have been Anthony Cirelli hounding him, but Marner couldn't get it to his forehand. Tried to go backhand, but missed the net. So a partial breakaway chance there early for the Leafs, but they couldn't cash in. So good opportunities. We've had just one shot on goal so far, and that was by the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that shot by Marner did not count as a shot on goal. Now the Lightning tried to intercept it at center ice, and then we get a stoppage of play, and it looks like it's going to be a too many men on the ice. Potentially, the ref kind of did this, which I think usually is too many men, and I think it might be against the Lightning here, as we'll see it again. Jacob says, no, 12-12 into the first, not under 8 minutes. 12-12 into the, okay, I got you now. So you're saying at the 12-12 mark, Tampa will score. All right, now I got you. Now I got you, my friend. And we'll see here again. Yeah, I think Alex Killorn looked like he was trying to get to the bench, and he ended up actually touching the puck. So it will be a too many men on the ice penalty against the Lightning. Corey Perry will serve the 2 minutes. And just about 3 minutes into this one, the Toronto Maple Leafs will have their first crack at the power play. Something that has been somewhat of a problem for the Leafs, not just in the regular season, but even to an extent here in the playoffs. So let's see if they can take advantage of the man advantage. So the faceoff won by the Leafs, and they'll wrap it around the boards here as William Nylander will go get it. He'll wrap it around to the other side over to Austin Matthews. Matthews gets it top of the point to Riley. Gets over to the right side to Marner. Marner drops it to Riley. Riley over to Matthews. Now, Riley with a shot. That one gets blocked in front by Cirelli. And now here comes Nick Paul. 2-on-1 potentially here. Yes, 2-on-1. Tried to feed it over to Cirelli, and he passed it behind him. Leafs coming back the other way with speed. Austin Matthews tried to get it over to Nylander. Now he regains it. Now to Matthews. Top of the blue line to Riley. Over to the right side to Marner. Marner holds. Drops it over to Riley. Riley fakes the shot. Gives it over to Matthews. Austin Matthews now at the left faceoff circle. Goes to the corner. Gets it back top of the blue line to Riley. Over to Marner right faceoff circle. He waits. Looking. Feeds it in front to Tavares. Got broken up. Bellemare trying to get it out for Tampa. 1 minute to go on the Lightning power play. Just about 4 minutes into this first period. Bellemare, a couple players whacking at it behind the net. Tavares now gets over to Marner. Marner tried to feed it in front. It got broken up. And Nick Paul will intercept it and clear for Tampa Bay with about 45 seconds to go in this first power play for the Maple Leafs. So now second wave for the Maple Leafs power play is on here. Now Spezza over to Mikheyev. Tried to get over to Michael Bunting, but he lost it. And now Victor Hedman will just let it go. There was an offsides called against the Leafs. Face off just outside the Tampa zone with 30 seconds to go on the Maple Leafs' first power play of the night. Smolyasaurus is back in the chat. What's going on, man? Good to see you as always. Hope you're doing well today on this Tuesday evening. We thank you so much for hanging out with us. He says, hey, what's up? My prediction is 4-3 in overtime for the Leafs, but I still think Tampa wins in 7. So you and I are pretty even on what we think is going to happen long-term in this series. Different prediction for the game as well. But nonetheless, thank you so much, Smolyasaurus, for the prediction and hanging out with us, man. We appreciate it. Leafs got 15 seconds to go on this power play as the Lightning will clear it back down. So this one will go into the right corner, and that's going to pretty much do it for the Leafs power play as Mark Giordano drops it off to Spezza. 4 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. And so the Leafs go 0 for 1 on the power play. Long pass there, but Corey Perry wasn't out of the box yet. So the Lightning kill off their first penalty of the game. No score here between the Lightning and the Leafs here as we just approached the first 5 minutes of this one. Try to get over to Kemp, and now Vasilevsky will play it over to Steven Stamkos. Makes a feed over to Palat. It gets broken up. Now Kucherov try to weave his way through defenders. Feeds it over to Palat. Now to Stamkos with a shot. He scores! Oh my goodness! What an absolute snipe from the captain, Steven Stamkos. And just about 5.5 minutes into this one, it's the Lightning that strike. They take the 1-0 lead. So that didn't really look like it was going to be much of anything as Kucherov, he kind of lost the puck, regained it, tried to get it to Palat, and a good stick lift there by, I believe it was Kerfoot, but Stamkos trailing the play was able to get it, and he just wristed it, stick side, past Jack Campbell and in, and the Lightning are up early in this one. So the Leafs already a little bit concerned as the Lightning got some momentum from killing off that first penalty and got rewarded with a goal. So the captain, Steven Stamkos, with the game's first goal, and he's second now. Flash score will update itself, but it is Steven Stamkos with the game's first goal. Lightning take the 1-0 lead, has scored in consecutive playoff games for the first time since May 18th to 20th of 2021 as Nick Paul tried to feed it in front. As now Brandon Hagel has it, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty here against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So it's going to be a hooking call here. Don't know why Flash Score is not updating itself today. Here, we'll remove it, and then we'll try to fix it here, guys. I do apologize for Flash Score not updating itself, but it is currently 1-0 Tampa Bay on just their second shot of the game on a goal from Steven Stamkos. And now the Lightning have a chance to double it here if they could score on this power play. Again, guys, it will update at some point. Jacob says Bolts in 6, so he thinks the Lightning are going to win this one and then win game 6. He also says yes. Leafs score next with 1:09 left in the first. All right. So face-off won by Tampa, and now they'll look to set up here. Victor Hedman. Lightning power play in this series, 22%. That's 9th best in the NHL. Now, Killorn gets over to Nikita Kucherov. Kucherov now over to Hedman. Hedman with a wrist shot, and he scores! Victor Hedman off the post and in, and the Lightning have scored again! I guess it is easy to say that Lightning does strike twice. It's not even a minute after the Lightning made it 1-0. They score on the power play, and it's now 2-0 Tampa Bay as Victor Hedman, who is one of the top 3 finalists for the Norris Trophy for Best Defenseman, shows you why he's one of the best in the league as he actually hits both posts, the right and then left and in, bing bong, into the net. And again, the Lightning now up 2-0. Isha says, let's go Tampa Bay. Love it, Isha. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. We appreciate it. Jacob is pumped up. He says, yes, what's going on, Ben? Good to see you as always, my friend. Hope you're doing well today on this Tuesday evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. And Jacob says, what's going on, Leafs fans? Small Usaurus says, oh, nice. Little connection there. I like it. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, dude, Flash Score is killing me right now with the fact. The next commercial break, I'll try to fix it. But it is 2-0 Tampa Bay, as they've scored goals on 2 of their first 4 shots. So now here come the Leafs the other way. Kerfoot with a shot, and he just rang it over the net. Trying to find my words. Now Brayden Point comes in with speed. Brayden Point with a backhand, trying that one to stick the side by Campbell. It's all Lightning right now. It's a slap shot by Point, and that one just goes wide. Oh, dude, do the Leafs need a timeout or what? Richie's back in the chat. He says, LOL, Toronto. I know, man. He says, damn, Dangle is stealing all the views, Neil. Oh, he's got to be pissed. Steve Dangle must be pissed. That shot is stopped by Campbell. Scramble in front of the crease, but he eventually is able to get it in cover. As we'll get a stoppage of play. 12:46 to go in the first. Stamkos and Victor Hedman with goals here already. And as a result, Tampa, although it doesn't show it here on the score, but Tampa up 2-0. Richard says, bring Austin home. Yeah, I know, Richie. You want Austin Matthews to be an Arizona Coyote at some point, man. Isha with the $1 Canadian donation. Thank you so much for the dono. Isha, really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Archduke says, lightning in a bottle. Good one, Archduke. Love it. Small Usaurus says, what I meant by connection was when you said lightning strike twice. But yes, what the hell is going on with Flash Score? Dude, I don't know. Flash Score is killing me right now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exit out of it. And now I'm going to go back and we'll put it on. I'm going to try it again. It says now, I think now it might actually work because it's going to load. Is my connection in general just not working today? Am I going to have one of these days, guys? God help me. God help me. Give me a minute, guys. I'm working on it. But while I'm working on it, what is going on? Kat Connors, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I'm sure you're not doing that well considering what happened with the Islanders shocking the NHL universe by firing Barry Trotz yesterday. Total shock to me. Don't know exactly what the reason is for that. Cannot believe that. But Kat, I hope you're doing well. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. I think I got Flash Score to finally work. Technology never works when you really need it, guys, so I do apologize. But I think we got it going now. There we go. Yes, 2-0 Tampa Bay. Not even halfway through the first. Steven Stamkos and Victor Hedman are the goal scorers here in this one. Iron Tiger, thank you so much for the comment, man. We appreciate it. While you're here, Iron Tiger, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously. He says, who do you think is winning Blues versus Wild series? Give me the Wild in 6, baby. I want the Wild to win the damn cup at this point. Give me the Wild to win that series. Kat Connors says, the Islanders are dumb and stupid, and that's what they are. Facts. Now we'll see where Mr. Barry Trotz goes in his next venture. What's going on, Redbox? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Redbox, while you're here, leave a like on the stream and subscribe. If you haven't already, helps out the channel tremendously. He says, I'm not watching my team implode 2 games in a row. This can't happen. So I'm assuming you are talking about the Leafs. Yes, they are looking pretty bad right now. Shots are 7-1. So I'll show the statistics here in just a moment. There we go. No, I don't want to do a survey. Don't care. Shots are 7-1 in favor of the Lightning. Is now Steven Stamkos with a shot, and that one gets blocked aside by Campbell. Lightning just continuing to dominate this first period. Smalley Source says, very dumb move to fire Trotz. He also says, hey, there it is. Yeah, I know. We finally got it working here, guys. What's going on, Sean Butcher? Thank you so much for hanging out with us and leaving a comment. We appreciate it. Sean, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously. He says, creamy peanut butter checking into the stream. Love it, man. Love it. What's your favorite brand? I obviously I see that you got Jif. I would assume that's your favorite brand, but if it isn't, what is your favorite brand of creamy peanut butter? Thank you so much for the comment, Sean. We appreciate it. Kat says, watching the Mets right now, hoping for a win. Well, they certainly have gotten off to a good start. As Killorn with a shot that gets blocked. Braden Point now over to Killorn. Again, puck is in the offensive zone. Intercepted, though, by Mitch Marner, and he looks to come the other way. Sean says, always Jif. All right, man. I like it. Like it. I'm not a big fan of brands, per se. I just like peanut butter in general. As now Kucherov gives it over to Killorn. Killorn gets pinned along the boards by Mark Giordano. Sean says, only Jif, but Nutella is also good. Nutella is a very good choice, indeed. Very good choice. And now the Leafs try to come into the offensive zone, but they are offsides here. So that, and again, another opportunity goes for not there for the Leafs, but they have one shot so far. Jack Campbell was pulled after allowing 5 goals on 16 shots in Game 4, and he's allowed 2 goals on just 8 shots so far tonight. So the question is Jack Campbell going to get pulled again at some point? And they're going to have to make a change. This is tough, man. This is tough. It is. Well, obviously, I have the game muted because obviously, copyright reasons. But I bet you it is mad quiet at the Scotiabank Arena right now if you're a Leafs fan. Kat says peanut butter jelly time, baby. It's always peanut butter and jelly time. Absolutely. Archduke says Smucker's peanut butter. All right. I like how now we're having this conversation. This is what I love about this community. As a wraparound try by Spezza gets stopped by Vasilevsky. So Vasilevsky has not been tested very much early on in this one, but Leafs trying to get an opportunity there. Sean says, dang, Toronto's really letting my bracket down. Dude, you can't trust the Leafs, man, as Colin Blackwell is down on the ice holding his face as a penalty is going to come up here against the Lightning. We'll see if it's just going to be 2 minutes or if it's going to be more than that. As Blackwell is still slow to get up on his knees. The trainers are there right now to look on him. As we get to stop here with 10:36 to go in the opening period. Again, Steven Stamkos and Victor Hedman are the goal scorers so far, and as a result, the Lightning have the early 2-0 lead. Redbox says, Jack Campbell isn't the problem. Our defense is the problem. Jack Campbell can't do the job of 3 people. Redbox, you are absolutely spot on. I think Jack Campbell is a very good goaltender, and I think he's going to get a lot of money in the offseason from whoever. And I think he's definitely number one. But yes, his defense is much more of an offensive type of defensive core than a defensive type of defensive core, if you get what I mean. They focus more on offense than they do defense, and they've really let Campbell down in many ways. Also, too many turnovers. And on the play that Blackwell got hurt, there was no penalty as Hedman was just trying to dump the puck out of the zone, and Blackwell got hit in the face with the puck. So no penalty. Blackwell was able to go to the locker room on his own power, and we'll see if he'll be able to return at some point here. Kat says, do you like regular jelly or strawberry jelly? It's a good question, actually. You know what I actually like? I like regular jelly, but I also like apricot. I don't know if that's like a very unique type of jelly, but apricot jelly with peanut butter is like really, really good. As we're going to get a penalty here, it looks like against the Leafs, it's going to be a tripping call, and it might be William Nylander. It is William Nylander that's going to go to the sin bin as the Lightning were trying to clear the puck out of the zone, and then the defensive player for the Lightning here, as we'll see who it was. So we'll show again on the replay. As it looks like it was Cal Foote. He got knocked down. He got tripped by Nylander, and the ref decided to call it. So the Lightning, who are already 1-for-1 on the power play, and they're already up 2-0, have a chance to make this a 3-0 game if they score here. 10:13 to go in the first. Lightning up 2. Grape jelly all the way. That's another good choice. Kat says apricot. Wow, yeah, I know. You guys got to try apricot and peanut butter. It's a really good choice. Sean says, hey, question. What is your favorite reverse retro jersey? I might be biased, Sean, because I am a New Jersey Devils fan, but I would say the New Jersey Devils reverse retro because it's it's a classic, red, green, and white jersey. I love it. I think it was absolutely phenomenal. And to reverse it, I think looks even cooler. So them, maybe the LA Kings as well, bringing back the classic. I would say them. I like that Colorado brought back the Nordiques. So those are just some of the few. I also did like the Rangers one a lot with the old Liberty logo. I think that was cool as well. But Devils is number one for me, Sean. What about you? Let me know. Archduke says, peanut butter and honey. Haven't tried that, but I might try it now, Archduke. You've convinced me. Kat says, I do love a good Nutella sandwich, though. Dude, Nutella is goated. That is for sure. That is for sure. Sean says, no, I completely agree. Comparing with the New York's, New Jersey is definitely on my list. All right, fair enough. You and I see eye to eye. So we got about a minute to go here on the Lightning power play. 9:13 to go in the first. Lightning still with a 2-0 lead. They currently are out shooting the Leafs 9-2. The puck goes to Jack Campbell, and he'll cover with Nick Paul crashing the net. So faceoff will be in the Leafs zone. 52 seconds to go on the Lightning power play. We saw Steven Stamkos on the 1T a few moments ago. Jack Campbell's able to make the stop, as Stamkos already looking for his second goal of the game. So the Leafs really do need this period to end, man, because things might continue to go from bad to worse. Shots are now 10-2 in favor of the Lightning. Face up one here by the Leafs. Giordano tries to clear it. He cannot. Ross Colton now gets it. Colton being pinned in the corner gets over to Corey Perry. Perry now gets it over to the left side. Now gets over to Sergachev, over to Palat. And Palat's pass gets broken up. Leafs just trying to clear it. They still cannot. Perry gets knocked down. No penalty here. Ref says play on. Or did he? No, I think he actually did call a penalty. It looks like it's going to be Mark Giordano going to the sin bin. Giordano can't believe it. And it looks like it's going to be for 30 seconds. It's going to be a 5-on-3 man advantage for the Lightning. So the Leafs just continue to fall apart here as Corey Perry got knocked down and then went into the boards. I don't really see how that was a penalty. It's kind of a soft call if you ask me, but the ref decided to call it. So now the Lightning with a 5-on-3 here with the 2-0 lead. This is a big moment, and we're still in the first period. But the Lightning with a great opportunity to really, really blow this one open. So the faceoff will be to the left of Jack Campbell in the Leafs zone. Faceoff won cleanly by Stamkos. Braden Point now with it. Gets it over to Kucherov. Kucherov gets it. Feeds it in front. The Point with a shot, and that would have stopped. Scramble in front of the crease. Lightning regain the puck. 18 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Stamkos gets over to Nikita Kucherov with a shot, and that one is stopped by Campbell and goes out of the zone and back to center ice. Two good saves by Jack Campbell to deny the Lightning there. 3 seconds, 2-1. That'll do it for the 5-on-3, but the Lightning still on a power play. Kucherov over to Stamkos. Gets it to Kucherov again, and he shoots it just wide, and it'll go down. But now, Nylander has the opportunity, shorthanded, comes in with a backhand, and that one is stopped by Vasilevsky. Oh, best chance of the first period right there for the Leafs. Shorthanded opportunity for William Nylander, but he couldn't cash in. 1:08 to go on this third power play for the Lightning, as they're still holding on to this 2-0 lead. 7:45 to go in the first. Kucherov weaves his way through, takes a shot, and that one is stopped by Campbell by the shoulder. Feeds it in front of Killorn. That one stopped again. Kucherov now over to Palat. Now it gets to Hedman. Hedman tried to feed it over to Kucherov. It got deflected by a stick. Kucherov now to Perry. Wraps it around the boards. Palat will get to it. Palat now to Perry. Perry backhands it over to Kucherov. Kucherov gets it to Hedman. He just almost reached it. Hedman with a shot. That one is stopped by Campbell. Leafs trying to get it out of the zone. Gets it over to a partner. Backhands it high and out of the zone. And it'll go back down into the Lightning zone with 20 seconds to go on the power play. 7 minutes remaining in this first period. Gets over to Corey Perry. Perry tries to keep it in. He lost it over to Stamkos. Pindle on the boards there, and Ross Colton will have to take it back out to center ice. 5 seconds to go here on the power play. Colton lose it. Lightning stay on sides, or they do not. So it'll be an offsides here against the Lightning. Face up be just outside the Leaf zone, as with 2 seconds to go on this power play. It looks like the Leafs are going to be able to kill off the 5-on-3 and still only trail 2-0. Sean says that was not a good call. I agree, it was not. Damn Toronto fans, though. I know, man. They're getting into this one a little bit more. Sean says, in my opinion, no worries. What jersey's better, the Giants or the Jets? Be honest. I'd say the Giants. And that's biased, but also I think that's fact because it's classics. I'd say New York Giants. What's going on, Murray? Thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. We do appreciate it. Murray, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously. He says, 2-0 Tampa. What the fart fad? That is an interesting way to describe your frustration or confusion. But yes, it is still 2-0 Tampa as that shot gets blocked in front and cleared out of the zone. Jacob says Leafs fans are pro golfers. They certainly have become, that's for sure. Sean says Toronto needs to be more aggressive. I agree. They only have 3 shots on goal right now, and there's only 6 minutes left in this first period, and they're trailing by 2 goals already. So they need to pick it up for sure. Austin Matthews comes into the offensive zone, now goes behind the net, being pinned by Ryan McDonough, gets over to Bellemare. Bellemare falls down. Pass comes out in front, but it's broken up by Tampa, and then Brandon Hagel will just dump it out as the net actually comes off its moorings behind Vasilevsky. So we'll get a stoppage in play here. 5:41 to go here in this first period. Tampa still with the 2-0 lead, and Toronto just killed off a 5-on-3. So obviously that was a big momentum thing, but they still have to find a way to get the puck in the back of the net. As Campbell doing everything he can to keep the Leafs in this one. Kat says, how is your dad doing? What is he watching nowadays? My dad's doing okay. For those of you that don't know, our whole family, unfortunately, contracted COVID at one point or another the last week or two. And everybody seems to be doing a lot better. My dad struggling a little bit, but he's still doing pretty well. His voice is a little bit shot, but he's hanging in there. He's currently, I think he's watching the Yankee game right now. Yankees are opening up a series against the Toronto Blue Jays, which I doubt a lot of Toronto fans are watching, considering there's something a little bit more important going on tonight. Am I right? But other than that, he's doing well. We're all doing well, and we're just moving forward. Thank you so much for asking, Kat. Appreciate it. BC Hockey Podcast, which covers the Vancouver Canucks as well as just Pacific Northwest hockey. There in the chat, what's going on? Dylan and Isha, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. He says, hey, Neil, what's going on, guys? What's going on, Cafinity? Good to see you again, my friend. Love the profile picture, by the way. How you doing, my friend? He says, let's go Bolts. We got another fan, cheering on the Lightning in this one. How are you doing, man? Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Archie takes the stats, and the score is pointing towards Tampa Bay. Archduke, you are absolutely right. Sometimes in these type of games, man, the stats will favor one team, but the score will favor another. Not in this one. Tampa has come out flying. And if you really think about it, this, the head coach of the Tampa Bay Lightning, he spoke to the media earlier today, and he said that he fully expected his team, to come out and be super aggressive to start this game. And they have done just that. They already have 2 goals. They've scored on a power play. They have 14 shots. They have really outplayed the Leafs, but there's still 5:41 to go in this first. The Lightning got to continue to be aggressive here and not allow the Leafs to get back in this one. Kat says, hopefully the family gets well and F COVID. Absolutely, Kat. We are continuing to get better as the day goes by. Thank you so much for your concern and asking. We really do appreciate it. Redbox says, are you Canadian? You a Leaf fan? No, I am not Canadian. I'm American. I am born and raised in New Jersey here in the United States, and I am a diehard New Jersey Devils fan, Redbox. That is my team. Yes, they are not in the playoffs. Yes, they have the 2nd overall pick in next year's draft. I understand. And hopefully next season will be the year we finally get over the hump and get back into the playoffs. Sean Butcher says, score is easily 5-0. Yeah, if it wasn't for Jack Campbell making some saves in that 5-on-3, it very well could be 3-4-5-0. Sean also says Tampa for the win. Tony Saylor, thank you so much for the comment. Tony, we appreciate it. Tony, while you're here, my friend, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. It helps out the channel tremendously. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs. You can help us get there. He says, team that scores first has won every game. Go Bolts. Tony, I mentioned that before. You were absolutely right. So if everything continues to go the way it's been going, Tampa has already won this game. Right now they're up 2-0, but still a lot of time left to go in this first and a lot of time left to go in this game. Sean says making a statement early is risky. It can be. It can be because then you might be on your high horse and not necessarily be as aggressive the rest of the game. But I don't think Tampa's going to be like that. I could be wrong, but I expect Tampa to continue to hold strong in this one. Leafs got to find a way to turn around the momentum. We got about 5 minutes to go here in the opening period. Lightning still up 2-0. Stamkos and Hedman are the goal scorers for the Bolts. John Tavares weaves his way through, tries to take a shot, it gets blocked. Follow-up try there by Kerfoot gets blocked as well. Muzzin with a soft shot that goes wide of the net and actually ends up going back out to center ice, and the Leafs will have to reset here. Now, here comes Michael Bunting, who I think probably is going to end up winning Rookie of the Year. I could be wrong. Now, Hedman tried to get out of the zone, and it looks like we might have another penalty, and yes, we do. It's going to be against the Lightning, and I believe it's Braden Point that's going to the sin bin. So with 4:39 to go here in this first period, Point gets 2 minutes for interference, and now the Leafs will get their second crack on the power play, looking to get themselves on the scoreboard and get back in this one. We'll see if they do just that. Kat says, I'm rooting for the Avalanche to win the Stanley Cup. All right. We'll see if they can get it done. They have not been to the finals since they won it in 7 games over the New Jersey Devils back in 2001. Me as a Devils fan, I don't like talking about it, so I'm going to leave it at that. Sean says another penalty. Yes, this is now the 5th penalty already of this game. There have been 3 against the Leafs and 2 now against the Lightning. Don't know what's going on in this one. He says, these refs, man, I know. These refs have been very questionable so far in this one. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Really makes you wonder. Sean also says, Avs all the way. All right, so we got 2 people in the chat who are rooting for the Avalanche to win the Cup. I'm rooting for the Calgary Flames to win it. I think it would be kind of a fun story. I think I'm losing my mind here. The Flames have done a really good job with the way that they built this team this year, and I think this might be the last hurrah for this core because I don't think they're going to be able to keep everybody long term. So let's see what they could do. They're right now tied at 2 games apiece, going back to the Saddle Dome for Game 5 tomorrow. Tony says, back-to-back champs for a reason, but another deep playoff run for Tampa will be tough. Yeah, Tony, I mean, first of all, number one, it's hard to win a Stanley Cup. It's even harder to win back-to-back. And now the Lightning are looking to be the first team since the Oilers dynasty in the 80s to win 3 Stanley Cups in a row. I actually have in my bracket the Lightning winning it all because my attitude is until someone can prove to me that they can be beaten in the playoffs right now, it's the Lightning, man. So I still think the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to end up winning the Cup. But first, they got to see if they can win this Game 5 and ultimately win this series against the Leafs. Cafinity says, Philadelphia rooting for Florida Panthers this year. Cafinity, my friend, you and I obviously are fans of rivals in the Metropolitan Division. How do you feel about the Flyers dropping from 4 to 5 in the draft lottery today and the Devils moving up to number 2? Let me know how you feel. Kat says all the referees need to be fired except Wes McCauley. Everyone else can be fired. Wes McCauley stays. Beer Sports Whatever podcast, as always, is in the chat. Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well today. He says, hi, I subbed. I know you did, and we appreciate that 100%. So Austin Matthews gets it over to Marner. Marner with a shot that would get blocked in front. Opportunity on a rebound for Riley. He whipped at it, and then the Lightning were able to get it and clear it down into the Leaf zone. But he says, all referees should stop drinking on the job. Facts. Basketball Podcast Network says, go THPN. Thank you guys so much, as always, for hanging out with us and showing your support. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Finny says, Kenny Gay, honestly, for real. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a funny thing. I personally thought it was hilarious that the Devils were the only team that really moved up in the whole thing. We really don't need that high of a pick, but I guess we'll take it. So we'll see who the Devils draft later on in June in the draft. Kat says, are you sad that the Brooklyn Nets are done for the season? Am I sad? I'm a little bit, Cat, but I'm more just relieved because of how incredibly stressful and annoying and frustrating the season was. I'm glad that it's over, and now the team can just take a breather. The organization could take a breather and, regroup for next season. That would be my attitude. 15 seconds to go on the Leafs power play here. 2:53 to go in the first. Austin Matthews gets over. One-time shot by Marner, but he broke his stick, and the shot goes completely wide. Oh, a terrible break there for Mitch Marner as the power play will come to an end. The Leafs now 0 for 2 on the power play and are still not on the scoreboard as they're still down 2-0 with 2.5 minutes to go here in the first. So a big break there for the Lightning, as I think Marner would have definitely scored. There was an open net, but he broke his stick. That is brutal. Vinny says, I think we got this Russian goalie now. It's very possible you could draft him with the 5th overall pick. We'll see. We'll see, Confinity. We shall see. Archduke says here in St. Louis, again, Archduke, shout out to you, man, in the gateway to the West. He says, the weather feels we are in the 7th game of the Stanley Cup Finals. 90 degrees in St. Louis today. Damn, man. It's short season now. It was about 71 degrees here in New Jersey with a lot of humidity. But it was a lot nicer earlier today, but then it got cloudy and kind of gloomy, which kind of sucked. But damn, 90 degrees, man. That is hot, but yeah, it does feel like it's Game 7, right? Back to June, back to 2019 for you St. Louis Blues fans. Now Hedman gets it over to Stamkos. Stamkos with her shot, it got deflected, but then blocked by Morgan Riley. 90 seconds to go in this first period. Here comes Colin Blackwell, who's back on the ice after getting a puck to the face earlier. And then he draws a penalty here, and it looks like it's going to be Zach Bogosian, the former Leaf, that's going to go to the box. So with 1:23 to go in this first, we have our 6th penalty already of this game, and the Leafs will have their 3rd crack on the power play here. Again, looking to get a late goal to at least cut the deficit in half. Kat says, well, the Nationals scored 1-0 over the Mets, so far home run by Josh Bell. Ah, yes, a former Pirate, and speaking as a Pirates fan, sad boy hours. But thank you for that update, Kat. We appreciate it. Fiddy says, I went to Vegas and experienced 115 degrees. That, my friend, is hot. That is hot indeed. What's going on, Flamer Gamer? Thank you so much for the comment, my friend. We appreciate it. Gamer, you already liked, which I appreciate, but if you could also make sure you subscribe, that would help us out tremendously, trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. We'd appreciate it. And right off the face-off, just 6 seconds in, we have a penalty here against the Leafs. The 7th penalty of this first period. It's Mitch Marner who tripped up Ryan McDonough. And so now for the next minute 54, the teams will skate 4 aside. This is nuts. 7 penalties in the first period. So the Leafs will now go 0 for 3 on their power play as they won't have any opportunity on this one. That's crazy. But again, Flamer Gamer, like and subscribe while you're here, my friend. Helps out the channel tremendously. Excuse me. Sean says, I think the Leafs forgot the update. They need the playoff mode. Facts. Sean says it's 75 over here at Fort Knox, Kentucky. All right. Sean, your state was pretty busy over the weekend with the Kentucky Derby, with a pretty big upset with the horse winning 80-1 odds. Damn. Sean says, but with humidity, all right, so it was a lot hotter than you would like. 1 minute to go here in this first period. Lightning still with the 2-0 lead. Confinity says, Savannah Ghost Pirates coming to the ECHL. That's such a cool name, Confinity. Savannah Ghost Pirates. Like that. How are these two teams not rivals? I think they're slowly becoming rivals, Confinity. I think they are. I think they are. Archduke says, as always, very humid in St. Louis. All right, I did not know that. Never been to St. Louis. Would definitely like to go there one day, my friend, and experience that myself. The Lightning try to come into the zone. Ross Colton gets the puck knocked off him. 20 seconds to go here in the first. Leafs chip it up here, and here comes John Tavares at center ice. Comes in with speed. 15 seconds to go. Tries to deke around a defender. Now gets it over to Nylander. That shot is stopped. Scramble in front of the crease. Where's the puck? And eventually, it's there under Vasilevsky, and then some pushing and shoving after the whistle here as John Tavares almost was able to sneak one past Vasilevsky, but he made the save. Just the 5th shot of the game for the Leafs. Actually, it was Nylander that took that shot. My mistake. Sean says they need to chill for a bit. I know, man. It's crazy. We've had 7 penalties in this period and a lot of pushing and shoving after the whistle. It's playoff time, guys. You can see it. So the faceoff will be to the right of Vasilevsky. 12.3 to go in the first. 49 seconds to go on the 4-on-4 here. Leafs will have probably one last chance, especially if they can win the faceoff here, try to get a shot on goal. Faceoff won by the Lightning. Sergachev one-hands it. Almost out of the zone. Nylander keeps it in. 5 seconds to go here in this first. Puck behind the net. McDonough wraps around the boards to Stamkos, and that will do it for the first period of play. So the Lightning striking not once but twice early on in this period on goals from Stamkos and Victor Hedman. And as a result, after 20 minutes of play, they are up 2-0. So what do you guys think so far? Do you think that the Leafs have some life in them? Or do you think the Lightning are going to continue to dominate this one and come away with the victory? We are going to see but let me know what you guys think in the comment section as well. Also, everybody, welcome and shout out Flamer Gamer, the newest subscriber of the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Flamer Gamer, thank you so much for liking and subscribing, man. We do appreciate it 100%. John says the Kentucky Derby was insane. I'm sure it was. A lot of people lost money, but some people won a lot of money. So worked out for a bunch of people. But before we continue on here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to step aside for the first time tonight to get our first word from our sponsors. So a big thank you and shout out to our sponsors over at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Fans, with the NBA playoffs already into round 2 and the Stanley Cup playoffs well underway, DraftKings is giving you guys huge opportunities, phenomenal opportunities really, to cash in and get huge cash prizes all throughout these playoffs. So if you want to get in on the action, here's what you do. Go to DraftKings, sign up, use our promo code right here, which you can see at the bottom right corner, THPN, and tell them Neil Villapiano sent you. So we are at the first intermission report of our game, Game 5 between the Lightning and the Leafs. The Lightning strike twice in that first period on goals from Captain Steven Stamkos and Victor Hedman. And as a result, after 20 minutes of play, it is 2-0 Tampa Bay. Shots at the end of that period were 14-5 in favor of the Lightning. They came out and dominated that period. Mitch Marner and William Nylander both had breakaways in that period, but neither one of them could score. Other than that, the Lightning were just so dominant, and the Leafs got to find a way to turn this momentum around, man, because right now they're very much in danger of losing this game and having to go to Tampa one loss away from going home again in the first round. Also, there were one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, but 7 total penalties called in that first period. 4 against the Leafs, 3 against the Lightning. So I guess it was kind of even in that sense, but still it was ridiculous. Both teams got called for a penalty late in that period. The teams will skate 4-side for the first 37 seconds of period number 2, and then the Lightning will have like a 6-second power play. So it's not really going to happen. But it was a pretty impressive first period overall from the Lightning's perspective. The Leafs got to pick it up, man. Got to pick it up like crazy. Got some more comments here. Danelle Weaver, what's going on? Danelle, good to see you again. As always, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and leaving a comment. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Denali says, what up, Neil, my man? What's going on, dude? How you doing today? Sean says, I personally thought the puck was going through his pads. Yeah, and that last chance by William Nylander for the Leafs, I thought for sure, oh yeah, they're definitely scoring here. But no, Vasilevsky made a big-time save. Goody says, I can't stop thinking about the Detroit Red Wings being on South Park. Oh yeah, like a long time ago. Yeah, it was kind of that was weird. That was certainly a weird episode. And he says Detroit for real gives off a 60s diners theme. I can see that. Flamer Gamer helping us out says subscribe to THPN. Yes, again, guys, like and subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Our goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We are less than 2,000, less than 200 away. So guys, continue to like, subscribe, and share this with your family and friends. Again, to do that as well and really help us. That would be great. Don't go to Detroit. They just going to steal all your stuff. Never been to Detroit and cannot confirm or deny. Good to see you, Lauren. It's been a while since I've seen you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Obviously, you are now into baseball mode with the hockey season, your Anaheim Ducks season coming to an end. I know how you feel being a Devils fan, but good to see you as always, Lauren. Hope you're doing well. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. She says, hi, Neil. I'm surprised by how my Angels are doing this year. For years, we have wasted Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. We have a winning record for the first time since 2014. I hope we keep it up. Yeah, and I heard Mike Trout now has the most home runs ever hit by an Angel at Anaheim Stadium. And Shohei Ohtani also got his first career Grand Slam last night. So a pretty good night. But yeah, Angels look pretty good right now. Still wondering about their pitching staff long term, but we'll see how that goes. Sean says Detroit could steal the NHL for all I care. Opinion on Caps versus Panthers so far. It's been a good series, Sean. It's been a really good series. Sorry, I just wanted to take some water there. It's been a good series, back and forth. I really thought that the Caps had game number 4, but the resilient Florida Panthers were able to get the tying goal and then win it early in overtime to steal game number 4 and steal back the home ice advantage. So we'll see. I think that series has the potential to go 7. Flamers Gamer says, I love hockey. This is the place to be, man. If you love hockey, this is the place to be. Neil says, Yo, Neil, didn't watch the draft lottery, but for the locals, Islanders and Devils, Islanders still remain at 13. Devils move up to 2. Yeah, Devils for the umpteenth time in the last couple of years will be picking very high in the draft. They moved from 5 to 2. So we'll see what they end up doing with the pick. Do they trade it? Do they select somebody? We shall see. Sean says, man, the poor Leafs fans standing out there watching their team get destroyed. Oh, in Maple Leaf Square? Yeah, I know. They're probably wondering, here we go again. We're blowing it in the playoffs. That's probably what they're thinking. Lauren says, Neil, in April, I have made 3 rage videos. Of course you did, Lauren. I wouldn't expect anything less. I made one after my Ducks lost 6-1 to the Oilers. I made 2 rage videos about my Angels. Fair enough, Lauren. Lauren, have the Ducks fired their head coach yet, or are they keeping their head coach? Like, what's the deal with that? Because I know you wanted him fired. Jakob, good to see you, my friend. It has been a long time since I last saw you. Good to see you again, my friend. how are you doing today on this Tuesday evening? We thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream, Jakob, while you're here. You already know the drill, my friend. Leave a like. But how are you doing, my friend? Lawrence says, in both of my Angel Rage videos, I made them after we have been blown out in Game 2 against the Astros and Game 1 against the Rangers. We lost the Rangers game 10-5 and the Astros game 13-6. Yikes. That is not good. But again, it is still only the second month of the baseball season. A lot of baseball left to play, Lawrence. So try to stay optimistic if you can. Neil says, Neil, are you surprised the Avalanche sweep the Preds? No, because in my opinion, the Predators were very lucky on the back of UC Soros, who is a Vezina finalist. They were lucky to get in the playoffs, in my opinion. So, no, I'm not surprised. And the Avalanche are a freaking wagon right now. So, no. Hopefully that answers your question. What's going on, Adam? Good to see you again, my friend. Hope you're doing well today on this Tuesday evening. Adam, while you're here, leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. It helps out the channel. I think you're already subscribed. He says, no need to rage about the Angels. They're a fantastic side and in my top 6 sides so far. Fair enough. Emoy, back in the chat. Emoy, let me know, man. How do you feel? How do you feel about your Avs moving on already to round number 2 of the playoffs? He says, go Leafs. So he's cheering on the Leafs tonight. John says, I said on my bracket the Panthers would sweep the Caps, but boy, was I wrong. I think a lot of us were. I had the Caps losing in 5. So, yeah, I was just as wrong as you were, man. This has been a surprise. Danelle says, got your drink with you, Neil, or not? I actually don't. Maybe I'll get some at the next break that I have, but right now I'm just sticking with water. It's been kind of a long day, Danelle, kind of needing to drink some more water today. So I'm sticking with water right now. But I may have some wine later. We'll see. All Sports fan Adam, he's actually giving us his power rankings for top 6 in Major League Baseball. He has Mets at 1, Dodgers at 2, Yankees at 3, Padres at 4, Angels at 5, and Brewers at 6. I like it, Adam. Emoy again with the finish. Andrew's back in the chat saying, fire John Hines. You misspelled John, but it's fine. John Hines, the head coach of the Nashville Predators, who was also the head coach of the Devils and did a terrible job. Jacob says, go Angels. Yeah, Jacob is also a Angels fan. We got a lot of Angels fans. I'm impressed with the LA Angels fan club here in this chat. Adam says, I thought the Maple Leafs would win tonight. I didn't. I don't even trust them to win this series. I just can't. They have not proven to me that they can be trusted. Jacob says, I'm good, thanks, except my connection is terrible right now, so I'm not watching exactly live. Jakob, it's fine, man. The fact that you're just hanging out with us and showing support means a lot to us anyway, man. But we appreciate it. And again, good to see you. Jakob, by the way, man, Slavkovsky might be a New Jersey Devil, considering now that the Devils have the 2nd overall pick in this year's draft. We've talked about Slavkovsky a bunch, especially during the Olympics. Lawrence says, we kept Dallas Eakins for another year. Mike's sincere condolences. Even though he had 3 years and is nothing but a failure. I kind of feel your pain, Lauren, considering the Devils are keeping Lindy Ruff, at least for now, but maybe something will change. Lindy Ruff hasn't proven from a team perspective that the Devils are any closer to making the playoffs. So I can understand your frustration, and I hope that Dallas Eakins can do a better job going into next year. Adam says, no worries, Neil. I leave a like on every video. Hey, man, Adam, we appreciate your support 1,000%. Thank you, man. Emoy says, OF, yeah, go Avs. I'm going to Ball Arena to watch next game. Can't wait. But yes, I feel very good about that. Awesome, man. That's great that you are pumped up. And they take on what? Either Calgary or, what is it? They take on what? Either Calgary or Dallas in round 2, I believe, if I'm correct. Lauren says, is there a baseball podcast network similar to this channel? Not with us, although that is something that we are definitely thinking about doing down the road. I'm not sure, but there are a lot of different baseball podcasts out there. You just got to look. If you look up LA Angels podcast, I'm sure you'll find one that you can enjoy, Lauren. My wonderful mother is in the chat. As always, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. You already know it helps out the channel tremendously. She says, hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Hope you all enjoyed the live watch along. Well, so far what you've missed is the Lightning scoring both goals in the first period and having a 2-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Let's see here. Emoy says, nah, it's Blues or Wild. Okay, well, that's going to be a good matchup regardless whether it's the Blues or the Wild. Going to be tough. If Blues or Wild win, they play Avs. Thank you for that clarification, Emoy. Appreciate it. Jakob says, have you seen the Canadian roster for World Championship and the U.S. one? From a Devils perspective, you got 3 guys from the Devils on Team Canada and 2 for the United States. But yeah, Jakob, it's pretty brutal. Call me crazy, but I think that Switzerland has a pretty solid shot of making it upset. Goaltending for the United States and Canada is a very big question mark going into World Championships. But now with some teams probably getting knocked out in the next couple of days, Jakob, there might be some tweaks to the rosters. But we'll see. Let's see here. Wild winning against the Blues. That's what Sean thinks. All right, Sean, I like it. By the way, that game will be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Also, guys, I forgot to mention this, but I want to mention it right now. This is the first of 2. That's right, 2 live watch-alongs we're doing tonight. My good friend Carter Potts from the Quack Report, which covers the Anaheim Ducks here on the Hockey Podcast Network, he will be live later tonight for Game 5 between the LA Kings and Edmonton Oilers. That game will be at 10 p.m. Eastern. So after we are done here with this one, you stick around here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel and you head over and hang out with Carter for Kings versus Oilers game number 5. That will be the second of the 2 live watch-alongs we're doing tonight. Jacob says Team Canada has LT, Nick Roy, and someone else. Yeah, Luke Thompson. That's still not that impressive, Jacob. I think you could kind of agree with that. Lauren says, will the Pigskin Podcast Network live stream NFL games this season? That is the plan, Lauren. That is the plan. The Basketball Podcast Network will also be doing that as well. So stick around for all of those, Lauren. Adam says, I thought the Rangers would do better. Igor had a psychological meltdown. They couldn't get a hold of the puck. Think the first game in triple overtime was quite crucial. Adam, I'm so glad you brought that up because I was talking to actually my brother about this, and he made a very good point that he felt that the Rangers were done after game 1 because of the fact that they lost such a brutal game in game number 1, losing a triple overtime at home and losing the home ice advantage. And through 4 games, it seems like that's the case. And Shesterkin, or Igor Shitsturkin, as the way he's played in the last 2 games, yeah, he really has lost his confidence. I think you should change it up and let Georgiev play game number 5 and see if you could get some momentum back. You got to try something if you're Gerard Gallant. You don't want this series to be over tomorrow, especially if you lose at home to the Penguins of all teams. That would be brutal. But yeah, I had the Rangers winning that series at 7. That doesn't mean that it still won't happen, but I think it's very unlikely. By the way, the Hurricanes now have a 3-0 lead. Seth Jarvis, I believe it was Seth Jarvis. Yeah, it was Seth Jarvis with a lucky bounce. He makes it now 3-0 Carolina with just about 4 minutes to go in the second. So the Hurricanes look like they might be well on their way to putting themselves 1 win away from going to round number 2. Adam says, I really hope the Blues win. All right, fair enough. Are you a little bit more scared, Emoy, of playing the Wild? If is it just because you feel like you'll have an easier matchup with the Blues? What exactly is it? Jakob says, yes, Switzerland looks great. They do, man. And Nico Hischier, and also now potentially Roman Josi going to go over there. They're going to be a tough team, man. Logan Thompson, Nick Roy, Raw from your Vegas Golden Hotties. Very nice. Lawrence says the Grizzlies are down 3-1 against the Warriors. That team is done. Yeah, man. And now that with John Morant, look like he'll be out for the rest of the playoffs. Yeah, if it's not going to end in 5, it'll probably end in 6. Sean says, I know people are going to come after me for this one, but the Calgary and Dallas games have been so dry. Sean, why do you say that? I just want to know. I'm just curious to know your opinion. Why do you feel that way? I think they've been pretty entertaining, to be quite honest. Jakob says, it is like Chess T, like in Tuesday, Orkin. No, but it's Shesterkin. Oh, it's Shesterkin? I've heard so many people say it differently, Jakob, that I don't know which one is right, but it's Shesterkin? Huh, interesting. Thank you, Jakob, for that. I appreciate it. Emoy says, yeah, I'm scared of playing the Wild because the Wild is a really good team. That they are. But so are the Blues. So are the Blues. So we'll see. But anyway, boys, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, the puck has been dropped and period 2 of our game between the Leafs and the Lightning is underway. The Lightning 2-0 when leading after the first period in this series. So they are looking to make it 3-0 here. They have a 2-0 lead to begin the second period of play. Jakob says, Yossi confirmed he's going there. All right, so Switzerland just got a lot stronger on the blue line with Roman Yossi going over to play for Switzerland in the World Championships over in Finland. Sean says, nah, the Avs got this. Like the confidence, Sean. Jacob says, Logan Thompson is playing for Team Canada because he's from Calgary. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for that information, Jacob. We appreciate it. Teams are back to even straight after the 4-on-4. 7 penalties have been called so far in this game, ladies and gentlemen. It has been wild with the penalties. But Lightning, other than that, have really been in full control. This one is Kucherov. Comes up the center of the ice with speed. He gets the puck not often from Giordano. Tried to feed it in front to Stamkos. It got broken up. The Leafs are able to just poke it out of the zone. Lawrence says the Avs will choke in the second round like they always do. We'll see. We'll see. They look like a juggernaut after that first round as a slap shot there by McDonough is blocked in front, and the Leafs will slowly but surely get it out of the zone. Archduke says, in my opinion, the Avs were so dominant versus the Preds because the Avs are good and the Preds not so much. That's exactly Archduke, the way that I look at it when I look at how that series went. Although I will say the last couple of games, the last 2 games, the Preds put up a much better fight. That was an impressive backhand try there by Nikita Kucherov, but it got stopped and covered by Jack Campbell, who has stopped 14 of the 16 shots he's faced so far tonight. But obviously not off to the best of starts. And then Jacob says, I want to date Logan Thompson. Hey, man, if you're able to do that, God bless you. Nothing wrong with dating a goalie. They're a little bit on the wild side, but nonetheless, not a bad option there. Now the Leafs try to come the other way as it's Pierre Engvall gets there first. Third line on right now for the Leafs. Puck behind the Lightning net, trying to get it out of the zone here. Still whacking at it. Sergachev over to Cal Foote. Foote, the son of Avalanche defenseman Adam Foote. So here's a fun fact. Also, they do have another son, Nolan Foote, who is a forward prospect for the New Jersey Devils. So there you go. Nolan Foote was also with the Lightning, but he was involved in the Blake Coleman trade 2 years ago, where Coleman went from the Devils to the Lightning, which was honestly a really good move for the Lightning long term. Ewan says, Lauren, the Knights are a really good team. The Avs are way better than you think. Fair enough. Logan Thompson follows you on Instagram. Very cool, Jacob. Very cool indeed. Emoy says, never underestimate the Avs. Look, the Avs are like the Leafs and also the Oilers in a way, Emoy. Just for me, it's like until they prove they can get over the hump, they just don't have the confidence, man. I hope you understand. Lawrence says, I think the Rangers and Grizzlies will be eliminated in Game 6 together. Fair enough. Fair enough, Lauren. That would make sense. Sean says, something about Nashville's goal song, but I like it. I love it. I want some more of it, dude. It's one of the most annoying goal songs. I get it. It's Nashville. It's country, but still, it's weird. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the 8th penalty of the night called here as the Lightning will go to the box. 2 minutes here. Just 2.5 minutes into the second period, the Leafs will now go on the power play for the 4th time tonight, still looking for their first goal and the goal that will cut the deficit in half. Jeez. It's a shot there from the point, gets deflected out of play. 120 penalty minutes for the Leafs, 105 for the Lightning. That is the first and second most of any teams in the NHL this year. A lot of penalties in this series. Jacob says, at Emoy, Vegas was a better team than the Avs last year. Yeah, but we talk about this year, Jacob. I know you're upset that the Golden Knights didn't make the playoffs, but come on, man. Got to be a little bit realistic. Marner goes behind the net. Still behind the net here, looking for somebody. Tries to feed in front of Nylander. He lost the puck, and now has to be careful as Anthony Cirelli is able to get there, trying to kill off some clock. Loses it eventually, and now Austin Matthews tries to get out of the zone, and it's intercepted by Ryan McDonough, and McDonough is going to just take off some time on this penalty kill. Gives over to Belmar. Belmar now to Now to Alex Killorn. Killorn goes around the net, still in the offensive zone here. Killorn will backhand it, and finally Mark Giordano will flip it over to Auston Matthews. And here comes Matthews, now over to Tavares. He gets the puck not off them for a second. Now to Marner, gets over to Giordano. Now Nylander. William Nylander with a shot, deflected and score! And I believe it's John Tavares who gets the deflection in front. And there you go. 3.5 minutes in to the second period. The Leafs are on the board. It's 2-1. The Leafs finally get themselves a power play goal on their fourth attempt already. And they get the early one here in the second and cut the deficit in half. That was a nice deflection in front. Captain John Tavares will see it again here on the replay. As Nylander took the shot, and actually might have hit off just the leg of John Tavares, and we'll see it again. Actually, it hit off the back skate of Sergachev. So I think it might be William Nylander's goal. So we'll see here in a moment. Let's see here. Shaw says, you know what? If there's another penalty, I might have to intervene. Fair enough. Emoy says, haha, man, I'm dead. Like the Kyrie Irving meme. Jacob says, we may not make the playoffs, but we fucked Buffalo over and stole their pick this year. Yeah, but you gave your very valuable 2023 pick to them anyway. Instead, do you think the Oilers or the Edmonton Oilers are the Angels of the NHL? You could make that argument considering the star power. I could see that, Lauren. Yesterday they played Fortuna in Nashville. Fair enough. All right, I did not know that. I don't even know if that's a joke. I'm kind of oblivious to it. Sean says, let's go. Neil says, yes. Emoy says, yeah. Woo. Jakob says, goal. Well, this freaking update, once again, Flash Score having some trouble here, but it is currently 2-1 Tampa. Toronto scoring on the power play on just their fifth shot of the game, now only down by 1. Why did I do that? What is going on today? What is going on with the connection? This is a joke. Next stoppage of play, I'll restart Flash Score again. But now if you're the Lightning, you got to find a way to get the next goal as Nick Paul will dump it into the zone here. And it might have deflected off something, but the ref says play on here. Just 5 minutes into this second period. Now here come the Leafs. Now Andre Kasha tries to get there, but Zach Bogosian gets the puck for Tampa, gets over to McDonough. Long pass the other side to Lightning player Ross Colton, but it's taken away. And then Leaf player gets knocked down. Will that be a penalty? Doesn't look like it. Looks like the ref said just play on. 14:40 to go here in the second period. Why in the world is this not updating? It's ridiculous. That shot there by Matthews gets blocked. Now the Leafs with some momentum. Morgan Riley in the corner. Gets it over to Marner. Tried to get it over to Bunting, but he just passed it behind him. Bunting around the boards here. Again, Leafs hounding the net right now. But they get the puck out of the zone. Victor Hedman now with it. Over to Hagel. Nick Paul gets knocked down. No penalty. Hagel now will dump it back into the Leaf zone. Archduke says, I remember in the 70s when the Flyers had this amount of penalties every game. Yeah, the old Broad Street Bullies. I don't know what's going on in this series, why there's been so many penalties, Archduke. It's crazy. Now Stamkos, who has one of the 2 goals for the Lightning, dumps the puck back into the Leaf zone. Leafs now at center ice. Marner. Marner comes in. Marner with a shot. That one just goes wide of the net. Marner gets it back. Tried to feed it in front of Matthews. It got blocked by Corey Perry. Hedman now over to Cirelli. Anthony Cirelli will backhand it, and he'll get it out of the zone. Gets it over there. And that one actually deflects into the Lightning bench. And we'll get a stoppage of play here. 13:36 to go in the second period. The Leafs are on the board as they scored on the power play thanks to a deflection goal off of a Leafs player of a Lightning player but it comes from William Nylander. We'll step aside for a moment to get another word from our sponsors. And welcome back, everybody, here to this live watch along of Game 5 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal between the Leafs and the Lightning. The Leafs with the only goal so far of this second period on a goal from William Nylander on the power play. And as a result, the Leafs have cut the deficit in half to 2-1 here as I got Flash Score working again. So I'm happy about that. Let's see here some more comments. Let's see here. Sean says, new prediction, tied up in the second. It's going to be a 3-2 win for Tampa. All right. So for once, we get a close game, according to Sean. Lauren says, the reason I asked is because Draisaitl and McDavid are similar to Trout and Ohtani. I can see that, actually. And now all four stars are wasting their primes with their teams, so the Angels can actually make the playoffs. That's fair. That's fair. I actually like that comparison a lot, Lauren. Jacob says, my Angels play versus the Rays at 9:38. That's a very random time here. It's Bogosian with a shot that gets blocked aside by Jack Campbell, who's looked a lot better so far in this second period. What's going on, Chief 2200? Good to see you again, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Chief, while you're here, leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. And also subscribe if you haven't already, which I think you already did. But if you haven't, helps out the channel tremendously. He says, let's go, Preds. Well, the Predators now become the 17th team in the NHL to now get to the golf course as they're the first team eliminated, which obviously is tough. There's now backhand try there by Nick Paula. Stop. Scramble on the side there. Ross Colton tried to take a shot and it also got stopped. Follow-up try by Hagel gets blocked in front. Now the Leafs look to come the other way. Sean's going to say, someone going to tell Chief. I just did, so don't worry. Emoy says, sussy. Don't know what he's referring to. Justin Hall, he fakes the shot. Now we get a stoppage here as the net comes off its moorings behind Vasilevsky. So we'll get a stop here with 11:48 to go in the second. Still 2-1 Tampa Bay. Adam says, Ohtani hit his first Grand Slam. Yeah, Adam, we talked about that a little bit before. Ohtani's first career Grand Slam last night for the Angels, as well as Mike Trout hitting a home run, which makes him now the all-time leader in home runs hit by an Angel at Anaheim Stadium. So that was a pretty historic night for the Angels. Adam says, big things happening at Angels. Go Halos. So we got, what now, 3 or 4 Los Angeles Angels fans in the chat. This is very impressive. Very impressive indeed. But Leafs definitely so far been the better team in this second period. They got rewarded on the power play with the goal, and now we're looking to try to get the next one to tie this one up. Lauren says, I hope the Pigskin Podcast Network live stream Steelers games. I know for a fact, Lauren, you are a big Steelers fan. This season we play the AFC East and NFC South. Should be good. Jacob says, Mike the Fish is hot. Okay. Oh, Mike the Fish. I get it. Very funny. Angels fine. Run this chat. Angels fans run this chat is what he meant. As looks like somebody on the I believe it might be Pierre Engvall. He actually has an ice bag on his right hand. Not sure exactly what he's dealing with. So a face-off here at center ice. So now we're back underway here as Chernak will dump it into the Leaf zone. Lauren says, it's a scramble in front of the crease. There, as Stamkos tried to knock it home, but it got stopped by Campbell, and now here come the Leafs the other way. Marner tried to stay on side as he does. Marner stops on a dime here. Marner feeds it over to Giordano with a shot, and that one is stopped by Vasilevsky. Marner gets it back. Marner with a shot that gets deflected by Matthews, just goes wide. Leafs putting on some pressure here. Matthews gets knocked down. Doesn't look to appear. No, there will be a penalty, and it will be the 9th penalty of this game. It'll be against the Lightning here. It's going to be a trip, and I believe it's going to be against Steven Stamkos. So now the Leafs will get a chance to see if they can score their second power play goal of the night and look to even this one up. Lauren says, what's the YouTube link to the Pigskin Podcast Network? They don't have one yet, Lauren, but once they do, I will let you guys know. Sean says, a fellow Steelers fan. So we got Angels fans and Steelers fans in the chat tonight. Impressive. Kana Kukainen, good to see you as always, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. How are you doing in general, man? Good to see you. Make sure to leave a like on the stream while you're here. Helps out the channel. He says, hi, Neil. Good to see you, my friend. Archduke says, I think that Pujols signing probably hurt the Angels a lot. I watched him for years at St. Louis. This last season should be interesting. Should be a lot of fun. Let's see if the Cardinals can get into the playoffs one more time for Mr. Pujols. Sean says they have ice all around them. They don't need that ice. Okay, I have to intervene now. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. 9 penalties in this one. What is it now? 5 against the Lightning, 4 against the Leafs. Big moment here for the Lightning as they look, for the Leafs, as they look to try to get their second power play goal and tie this game up at 2. 11:01 to go here in this second period. Faceoff will be to the left of Andrei Vasilevskiy. It's the second fake drop by this ref. He's really playing with them right now. As will be Nick Paul against Andrei Kasha. Face-off won by the Leafs, but it actually ends up coming out of the zone. So now the Leafs will have to go back and reset. 10 penalty minutes for the Lightning, 8 for the Leafs combined. Well, not combined, but now 18 minutes combined here between these two teams in just this game. Morgan Rielly now gets it over to his partner. Now back to Morgan Rielly over the right side to Kasha. Andrei Kasha with a wrist shot. That one is stopped by Vasilevskiy. Now Lightning looking to try to get it out. Good poke there. Nick Paul, he has the upper hand. Coming in with a short-handed opportunity. He comes in with a backhand try, and that one is stopped by Jack Campbell. So both teams with a short-handed chance tonight, but both goaltenders have made the save. Big opportunity there for the Lightning to try to get the 2-goal lead back, but Campbell comes up with the save. Spezza weaves his way through. Leafs trying to get it over, but the Lightning intercept it, and they'll clear it back down as we've just reached the halfway point of this game here, with the Lightning still up 2-1. The Leafs still don't have 10 shots on goal. They currently have 8, and we've just reached the halfway point of this game. Here we go, as now Matthews over to Marner. First power play unit on right now for the Leafs with Nylander as well. 40 seconds to go as that one is deflected. It just goes wide. Oh, great chance there. I actually thought it went through, but it deflected just wide. So we get a face-off here. 9:39 to go in the second period. 38 seconds to go on the Leafs power play. Let's see here. Kana Kukainen says, I'm Grand, Neil. I'm in Vancouver this week. Awesome, man. Enjoying the experience. Went and bought a Canucks jersey. Very cool, man. That is absolutely awesome. Sean says they better get a second power play goal. We'll see. Kana says, 200 Canadian dollars, not cheap, but worth it so I can go to games next season. Hey, man, sometimes you got to make those big purchases to get yourself going. I appreciate you doing that, man. That's awesome. That shot by Matthews gets blocked. Bellemare trying to get it out. He cannot. Marner comes on the right angle. Now behind the net. Feeds it in front. One-time pass over to Matthews. That one gets blocked by Bellemare. But the Lightning still can't clear it. 15 seconds to go on the power play. John Tavares behind the net. He gets crunched by Chernak. Lightning trying to clear it. And this time they do. And that will do it for the Leafs power play. So they had some chances on that last one, but couldn't score. Still down 2-1 right now as Nylander gets over one time. Shot there by Muzzin is stopped by Vasilevskiy. Pressure continuing here from the Leafs despite the power play being over. Now Tavares gets over to Matthews. Bellemare trying to get it out for the Lightning here. What's going on, RJ? Good to see you again, my friend. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well. RJ, leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. Lauren says, at Sean Butcher, I'm a Steelers fan. We know. Jakob says Matthews was so close now. Yeah, he was close on that last one, but a good block by Edward Bellemare to deny him there. RJ letting us know it is 3-0 Hurricanes over the Bruins after 2 periods of play. Thank you for that update, RJ. We appreciate it. No way they missed out on that one team. No, they didn't. It was more of a block. As now Point with a shot, and that one gets blocked. Opportunity again. Point's pass, or pass to Point gets blocked. Cal Foote behind the net right now. Tried to feed it over to Palat, but it got broken up. Intercepted by the Leafs, and now they look to come the other way. It's Kerfoot. Kerfoot holds. Tried to feed it over to Engvall, but it got broken up. Leafs trying to keep it in. Morgan Rielly weaves his way through, gets it over to his partner. He takes a shot. That one's stopped by Vasilevskiy, and I believe that finally gets him to 10 shots on goal. So it took him until 7:38 to go in the second for the Leafs to finally get to 10 shots on goal. But the Leafs with pressure right now. Again, holds it, takes a shot. That one gets blocked. Opportunity to rebound. Great save by Vasilevskiy. Now an opportunity again. Blackwell with a shot. That one gets blocked. Oh, Leafs continuing to put pressure on as now Sergachev will get it for Tampa, and Sergachev will fire off the boards and down behind the Leafs net as both teams make a quick change. So really, it's been mostly Leafs in this second period. But now here comes Nick Paul again. He gets knocked down. Is that going to be a penalty? Doesn't look like it right now. Paul still with the puck. Tries to feed it over to Hedman, but it gets intercepted by Spezza, who will then dump it back in. Bogosian now intercepted by number 46, Lyubushkin of Toronto. Puck is in the offensive zone right now for the Leafs. Justin Hall loses it for a second here. So now Austin Matthews with it, gets it over to Giordano. Giordano takes a slap shot. That one is stopped by Vasilevsky. Matthews with it, gets over to Marner with a shot, and that one is stopped and covered by Vasilevsky. The Leafs putting on all the pressure right now, but Vasilevsky making big-time saves, and his defense making some big-time blocks. 6:20 to go in this second period. Lightning still holding on to a 2-1 lead, and we'll step aside again for another moment to get another word from our sponsors. So we are back to the action here. We are 6:20 to go in this second period of Game 5 between the Lightning and the Leafs. The Lightning had both goals in the first period, but it has been really all Leafs in the second. They got a goal, but are still trailing by one here, 2-1, as the period continues here. Let's see here. Archduke says, since St. Louis is ranless, I am a Titans fan. All right. Will you become a Battlehawks fan, Archduke, if when the XFL comes back? Let me know. RJ, give me a baseball update. Blue Jays up 3-0 on the Yankees in the top of the sixth. Connor Kukayan says, while I was at the Canucks store, I got a chance to view the inside of Rogers Arena, which I thought was really cool. Do other teams do that? I think some do. The Devils team store is inside the arena, but I don't think you get to go like fully inside it, but I could be wrong. John says, see, this is what I wanted. The Leafs are being more aggressive. They certainly are. Jakob says, does anyone know if Vasilevsky is a human? No, he is not a human at all. He is not. John says, good question. Jacob says, nah, he's a robot that I made. Fair. All right, Jacob, there you go. Jacob says, I knew it. Jacob says, Sean Buster, yes, it will be $5,000 plus shipping, so probably $5,500. All right. As the Leafs continue to put on pressure here. That one comes out in front. It gets stopped. Lyubushkin now with a chance. Lyubushkin gets it over. One-time shot. That one is stopped. Scramble in front of the crease, and that shot just goes wide. And Stamkos will chip it out. Oh, the Leafs keep coming at the Lightning in waves right now. But Andre Vasilevskiy standing tall. But now a breakaway chance for Nick Paul. He comes in with a shot, and that one is stopped and covered by Jack Campbell. We've had several breakaway chances tonight. Nick Paul with his second breakaway of this period. But he gets denied again. Goaltenders really being strong in net here so far in this one, which is surprising considering how rough they've both been through the first 4 games. But holy smokes, Vasilevskiy with a couple of good saves. Then Nick Paul with a breakaway. He tried to go 5-hole, but Jack Soupy Campbell with the stop there. That was impressive. Impressive indeed. Sean says, after those saves, I'm convinced he's not human. Are you talking about Vasilevskiy? Yeah, I know. It's crazy just how good Vasilevskiy is, man. It's quite impressive. But we'll see. We'll see here if either team can get themselves another goal before this period ends. Now, I'm impressed so far. What do you guys think so far of this game? Let me know in the comments. Would love to interact with you guys more and more. Let me know. And again, if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, leave a like on the stream, subscribe, and punch notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. We're going to be doing live watch alongs every day of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And again, our goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We are less than 200 away. You guys can help us get there. Like, subscribe, share this with your family and friends. Get them to like and subscribe as well. And also, if you guys want to donate, you don't have to. It is not required, but it is appreciated. You could donate as well. You just click on the heart button that says thanks, and you could donate that way. All donations go back to the hosts, like myself. Sean says, this game hurts my brain. Yeah, it's hurting my brain a little bit too, considering that I'm just like talking the whole time. But yeah, it's been a good one. I'm just happy that it's not a blowout. Yeah? I thought I just heard my name get called. Did you just call my name, Jeff? No. Oh, okay, I thought you did. Anyway, back to the action here. RJ says, live chat, subscribers, likes. Absolutely, RJ. Thank you so much for doing that, man. We appreciate it. Appreciate it 100%. As again, they're showing Maple Leaf Gardens, where a lot of those fans outside are all hanging out watching this game if they couldn't get a ticket in the Scotiabank Arena to watch this one. 4:42 to go in this second period. Lightning still holding on to a 2-1 lead. Action is back underway here. Engvall dumps it into the Lightning zone. Zach Bogosian gets there. Maple Leafs' last playoff series win was back in 2004, second longest active drought in the National Hockey League. And they are still just 2 wins away from finally breaking that. But they got to come back and win this one here. They want to put themselves 1 win away. Sean says, Jack Campbell has more saves. Didn't expect that. I mean, I did only because the Lightning were so dominant in that first period that was kind of the case. But Vasilevskiy certainly has had to make more saves than Campbell here in the second period. That's for sure. Sean says Toronto has gotten so many shots. They certainly have. They're actually on the screen here because I watched this on ESPN, which you guys can watch along with us. It's on ESPN2 right now. They're showing the LA Kings just making their way into the Edmonton Arena. That game starts in a little bit less than an hour. And again, guys, our good friend Carter Potts, one of the hosts of the Quack Report, which covers the Anaheim Ducks. He'll be live right here on the Hockey Podcast Network for the second live watch along of the night, as he'll be doing Game 5 of that Western Conference quarterfinal series between Edmonton and the LA Kings. That series tied at 2 games apiece. Should be interesting. Now Braden Point comes into the offensive zone, skates behind the net. And now he tried to dump it off to Killorn, but it got intercepted for a moment by Tavares. And now Cirelli fighting along here with 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. So now Sergachev with a shot. That one gets blocked. Braden Point keeps it in. Now to Killorn. Killorn trying to chip it over Cirelli. Cirelli gets it, wraps it around the boards, gets it top of the point to Foot. Cal Foot. He tries to dump it around the boards the other way, but it gets intercepted by John Tavares. He backhands it over to Justin Hall, and now here comes Kerfoot as he gets the puck out of the lead zone. Back over to Justin Hall, who will dump it into the Lightning zone, intercepted by Nylander. William Nylander comes in with a backhand try, and that one just goes wide. Nylander gets hit hard. Doesn't look to be a penalty, though. Morgan Riley, he takes a wrist shot. That one gets blocked in front. Lightning trying to clear the puck right now. Braden Point gets over to Sergachev, and Sergachev will be able to get it and clear it into the lead zone as both teams will make a change. Jacob says, Neil, can you be my dad? Sure, Jacob, sure. Then Sean says, no, Neil can be my dad. All right, great. So apparently I have two sons that are watching this game along with us. Wonderful. As Nylander did get hit hard there by Cal Foot, but it didn't really look like it was a penalty. That looked like a clean hit to me. 2:44 to go in the second period. Leafs still with the only goal of this second period, but they're still trailing 2-1. But they've certainly been the dominant team in this second period. It's an icing here against the Lightning, so the faceoff will be back in the Leafs zone, in the Lightning zone, excuse me. Jacob says, no, Neil, is my dad back off? Sean says, yay, dad. No, he's my dad. I'm really having people fight over me about who wants me to be their dad. I feel very flattered today. Thank you, guys. So they actually won't be an icing. They just decided that the face-off at center ice. Don't know why, but at least when the face-off, they'll dump it in the Lightning zone. 2.5 minutes to go in this second period. Lightning Leafs have it now. Marner backhands it over to Matthews. He takes a shot that gets blocked. Palat tried to make a pass intercepted by Marner. Feeds it over. Tries to get a backhand try by Michael Bunting, but it goes wide. Tried to feed it again in front of Bunting. Gets broken up. Now over to Marner. Marner in the right corner. Top of the blue line. Riley. He takes a shot. It gets deflected, but also blocked. And then the Lightning just dump it out of the zone with exactly 2 minutes to go here in this second period. Jacob says, Neil, my mom is single, by the way. Good for you. My friend. As we have a Lightning player down, it's Sergachev who's down. He's slow to get up. We'll see if there's any penalty to that. Let's see here. Sean says, Neil, my mom is also single. Also good for you guys. Archie says, I am most likely too old to claim Neil as my dad. That is correct. Sean says, he is my dad. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, but hey, flattered by all the wonderful things here. 1:48 to go in this second period. We're still looking at Sergachev, I think. Yeah, the trainer right now is looking at Sergachev. He's down on both of his knees. Not sure exactly what happened. They'll show a replay here. As Sergachev, he got hit by Austin Matthews against the boards, but it doesn't look like there was any penalty called. What's going on, Jajuan? Thank you so much for the comment, man. We appreciate it. Jajuan, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Really does help out the channel. And if you do subscribe, let me know so I could shout you out here on the stream. He says, if I was a Lightning fan, I would bring a rake to every game. Interesting. It's an interesting choice there. That's interesting. But looks like Sergachev is okay. Again, doesn't appear to be any sort of penalty. I guess the refs decided to say that it was clean. So there you go. Move this pillow here. Actually, I'll just move it behind me so I have a little bit more comfort in my back. Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Won by the Lightning. Here's Brandon Hagel. We'll dump it out to center ice here. He gets knocked, and Hagel almost got the puck back himself. Now he gets over to Colin Blackwell. Now to Muzzin. Jake Muzzin. Get rid of Andre Kasha. Kasha coming up the right side. He'll fire it to the left corner in the Tampa zone here. Kasha gets knocked down. Lightning trying to get out of the zone right now. It's Ryan McDonough. McDonough gets over to Hagel, and here comes Hagel down the left wing. Hagel, nice move around one guy, gets over to Nick Paul. Nick Paul with a shot, and that one is stopped by the right leg pad of Campbell. Follow-up try by McDonough just goes wide. So Lightning with some good chances there, but good score. Leafs dump it down. Will be enough for an icing. No, as Vasilevsky will play it with 1 minute to go here in this second period. Let's see if either team can get themselves a late goal. Here comes William Nylander up the right side. Gets it over to there. Now feeds it over. Tried to make a pass. One more to Lyubushkin, but it got broken up. Here comes Killorn. Down the right side for Tampa. Killorn stops. Gets knocked down. No penalty. And now here comes Kerfoot the other way for Toronto. It's over to Lyubushkin. Now to Nylander. Nylander with a shot, and that one gets easily blocked by Tampa. 30 seconds to go in the second period. Sergachev Gets over to Killorn. Killorn comes in. Wait, wrist shot. That one is stopped and covered by Campbell. So a good shot there as Killorn tried to shoot that through a screen. But Campbell makes the save with 20 seconds to go in the second period. Let's see here. And Archduke said, it took me a while to get used to the idea of there being a hockey fan in Florida. Same here, man. Same here. Jajuan says, and chant, the day of the rake is coming. The Leafs are getting raked. All right, Jajuan, I like it, man. I like it. Again, Jajuan, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. We'd appreciate it. So the face-off will be to the right of Jack Campbell with 25 seconds to go in the second period. Jajuan says, I'm subbed already, by the way. Oh, okay, no worries, man. But if you could leave a like as well, that would be appreciated. We appreciate your support nonetheless, man. Thank you so much. So here we go again. Face off to the right of Jack Campbell. Face off one. Well, it looked like it was won by the Lightning, but the ref blew the whistle for an early movement there, so they'll have to do it again. So we're slowly making our way to the end of this second period. Face off won by the Lightning. Stamkos gave it over to Sergachev, but it actually forced him out of the zone. So now the Lightning just dump it back in while they stay on sides. Lightning Leafs player gets knocked down, no penalty. 10 seconds to go here in this period. Maybe one last rush for the Leafs. Intercepted by Sergachev. Tries to whack it out. He cannot. 3 seconds, 2 and 1. And that will do it for the second period of play. So the Leafs with a much better response in period 2. They had the only goal of period 2 on a power play goal from William Nylander. And as a result, it is 2-1 Lightning after 40 minutes. So guys, what do you think after 40 minutes? Do the Lightning hold on and win this one? Or do the Leafs here at home come back and grab the 3-2 lead? We shall see. Let's see here. Juju says, I did. 40. Thank you so much, Juju, for liking as well. We appreciate it. And also, shout out to Alex Piletic, the newest subscriber of the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Alex, thank you so much for subscribing, man. We appreciate it. Make sure to also leave a like as well. That also goes a long way. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. He says, hello, just subscribed. All right, good period Leafs. So we got a Leafs fan. Awesome. Everybody welcome Alex, the newest subscriber of the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, as Sean is already doing that. And then Alex says, thanks, Sean. Awesome, man. Well, again, Alex, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate your support. And then Sean says, Jack, I can kiss you if you want. That is sus. That is really sus. Very sus. Josiah is back in the chat. Good to see you, Josiah. Hope you're doing well. He says, hey, Neil. Josiah, leave a like on the stream while you're here, man. Helps out the channel tremendously. Hope you're doing well. But before we continue here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to step aside again another moment to get another word from our sponsors. Sorry, guys. I was chewing on some peanuts. But welcome to the second intermission report of our game. Game 5 here between the Tampa Bay Lightning and Toronto Maple Leafs. The Lightning had both goals thanks to Steven Stamkos and Victor Hedman in that first period. And then William Nylander scored early on in the second period on a power play to get the Leafs on the board. And as a result, it is 2-1 Tampa after 40 minutes of play. So we'll see here, ladies and gentlemen, if the Leafs can fully come back in this one, or if the Lightning are going to find a way to steal a second game in Toronto and head back to Tampa with one win away from going to round 2. Got a lot of comments here. Alex says, LOL. Archduke welcoming Alex again. Alex is one of the newest subscribers of the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Alex says, thanks, Arch. Love it. Alex says, Sean, how much you like peanut butter? And Sean says, enough. Definitely don't have an addiction problem, but I'm good. Alex says, all right, good answer. Love it. Love it. Alex says, sorry about the Golden Knights, Jack. That's what Alex said. Fair enough. Jacob says, okay, shit, Neil's back. We gotta behave now, Sean. You guys were already doing that while I was talking before I went to break, Jacob. So, you guys are going to do what you're going to do. But yes, this has been, honestly, I'm surprised that this hasn't been as high scoring a game as I thought. Now, granted, there's still a third period to be played, so a lot can happen still. But considering how the Lightning came out in the first couple of minutes, already up 2-0, it looked like that Jack Campbell was going to have a rough game and that the Lightning were going to score a couple of more goals and really make this one a blowout. But instead, it has been a close game, 2-1. And again, we'll see what happens going into the third period. Jacob says you kind of skipped my last comment. Well, you guys are commenting so much that I can't keep track sometimes. Jacob said, Neil, where's grandma? My grandmother has passed away, unfortunately, Jacob. So she is no longer with us in person. So there you go. Hopefully that answered your question. But anyway, look, when you look at this game, it's just one of those games where you think that you're going to get a lot of goals considering what's happened through the first 4 games, but you end up getting something that you haven't seen a whole lot this year, and that has just been a really good back and forth game where goaltenders have made saves. The other thing is that both teams have had several breakaway opportunities and the goaltenders have made saves. Campbell stopped, I think, 2 or 3. Same thing with Vasilevsky. I think he stopped like 2. So, both goaltenders are really, really playing well right now. But again, you still got a whole 20 minutes of action to change a lot of things. And Tampa's got to come out and have a much better second period because, again, they looked really, really much on their toes in that second period. They were really, really struggling, and it's they got to find a way to get the next goal because I think the way this game's going is that if the Lightning are able to, let's say early on in the period, get themselves that next goal to make it 3-1, that's to me that's going to take out all the energy, all the life from the Toronto Maple Leafs and really kind of put it away. So I think, honestly, when you look at it, the Lightning need probably 2, maybe 3 more goals if they want to, assure themselves of getting this victory here on the road. Trying to open up. Sean says no. Jacob says no, not grandma. So does Alex. Sean says grandma. Alex wouldn't understand. No, I appreciate it, guys. No, this happened a while ago, so it's not like it happened recently, but I do appreciate your somber remarks to the passing of my grandmother on my dad's side passed before I was even born. So, it's not, I never really got the chance to meet her. And then my other grandma, she passed away when I was about, let's say 7, I believe. So again, didn't really get a chance to have a long relationship, but it's all good, guys. It's all good. Appreciate you guys looking out for me. Jakob says, Neil, have you seen the Czech roster? I have not, Jakob. What is the Czech roster like for the World Championships, which are starting later this week, I want to say. I think they're starting later this week for over in, and I think they're also in Helsinki, or they're at least in Finland as far as I remember. I could be wrong, but I think so. But what does the Czech roster look like, Jakob? Let me know. I'm also eating peanuts. What's going on? Because obviously, as you guys know, I don't end up eating till like after the stream. So when I get breaks and stuff like that, I try to snack on some stuff to keep me going, you know? Uh, Jacob says, Grandma still owes me $50. All right. You ain't getting it. Sean says, Grandma owes me $5. Well, neither one of you getting it. Alex says, Neil, nice name. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. You know, parents decided to call. I'm named after my great grandfather. So it's kind of cool, which I always like, you know, those family origins of family history. What's going on, sweet boy? Thank you so much for the comment and saying yo. We appreciate it. Sweet boy, while you're here, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. It helps out the channel tremendously. And if you do subscribe, sweet boy, let me know in the comment section like you just did. Let me know in the comment section that you did so I can shout you out here on the stream. He says, yo, what's up? I'm new here. All right, cool. Well, welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, sweet boy. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We do live watch-alongs every day here on the channel, covering every single team in the National Hockey League. So whatever you're a fan of, this is the number one place for you if you are a diehard hockey fan. Jacob says, Neil owes me and my brother Sean $55 since Grandma can't pay us. I don't know you anything, Jacob, so nice try. Maybe you could ask someone else here at the Hockey Podcast Network if you could get some money from them. Alex says, welcome, sweet boy. And sweet boy says, thanks. Jakob says, it is not as far from the Olympic roster. The core remains similar, but there are some NHL players and some other minor changes. That's actually pretty cool. So it's like a mix of guys that we really don't know and guys that we do know. So it's a mix of different. I like that. Because then, you know, what's good about it is that very similar to the Olympics, a lot of these guys get to play with NHL players and get the opportunity to showcase themselves and get better overall. And that's pretty good. So that'll be interesting. Jakob, do you think Czech's roster is good enough to win it all? Or do you know, what do you think? All right, let's keep going here. Sean, what is with the angry emoji, my friend? Archduke says, welcome, sweet boy. Oh, this is what it's for. He said, we're going to ride if we don't get our money. Not my problem. Not my problem. Adam says, what's good at Sweet Boy? Welcome in. Can we get Sweet Boy Subscriber of the Year award, Neil? Hey, man, if he likes and subscribes, that would be sick. Really help us out. Because, again, we are less than 200 subscribers away from 2,000. We are trying to get to 2,000 by the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs, and he can help us out just like everyone else. Guys, like, subscribe, continue to help us. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Sweet Boy says, thanks, Sarge, with a smiley emoji. Sweet Boy Fan Club, all right. Jakob says, Jakob Barana, Tomas Hertl, Ronik, Shimmick, Vamelka, and 3 free places. Oh, okay. Still pretty decent roster. Not bad. Adam says, sweet boy. Alex says, Neil, what's your prediction for this game-ending score? Well, it's clearly not even close to what I actually predicted. I said 7-3 Tampa before this game started. But the way this is going, give me Tampa to win this game 4-2. That's the way I look at it. I think Tampa ends up locking it down in the third and wins this one. So give me the Lightning to win this one eventually 3-2. Adam says this game's going to OT. Should be impressive. Sean Butcher says, hell yeah. Yaga says, and Krejci, obviously, but he is from the Olympic team too. Yeah, but still. RJ says, MLB baseball, Yankees tied up the Blue Jays 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Thank you for that update, RJ. As always, we appreciate it. Sweet Boy says, I'm personally not a Tampa or Leafs fan, but I'm rooting for the Leafs. Sweet Boy, what is your favorite team in the NHL? Let me know in the comments. Would love to know that because we got fans throughout all of the NHL that hang out with us all the time. And we would love for you, because obviously you're new to the channel, we would love to get to know you a little bit more. So let us know what your favorite team is, man. That would be great to know. Jakob says, I think on paper alone, it looks like they could play for a medal. Okay. So, Jakob, I know it's early, and I get it, and maybe the roster is not fully set, but your opinion, in the World Championships this year, who gets gold, who gets silver, and who gets bronze? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll share it here. Let me know. For me, I'm going to go with Switzerland to win gold, Canada to win, Canada to win silver, and the United States to win bronze. That's the way I look at it. Alex says, what's your team, Neil? Well, again, I am a New Jersey Devils fan. I'm born and raised in New Jersey. I also host a podcast called the Devil's State of Mind podcast. It covers the New Jersey Devils. New episodes every Monday and Thursday wherever you listen to podcasts. So that long spiel hopefully answered your question, Alex. I'm a big New Jersey Devils fan. RJ lets us know that the Hurricanes are now up 4-1 on the Boston Bruins with 9:51 to go in the third. So it looks like the Hurricanes are on their way to grabbing the 3-2 lead with Game 6 back in Boston. Sean says, my favorite team has to be the one and only New Jersey Devils. Love it. Love it, Sean. Unless you're talking about me. Either way, appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Danelle's back in the chat. He says, how the hell the Rangers losing to a third-string goaltender? And yes, he played for the Devils for a while. Yes, Louis Domingue, or Louis Domingue as they properly say. Yeah, it's pretty damn funny, honestly, that the Rangers are in this situation. But they still haven't been eliminated yet, but they'll look to try to avoid elimination tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern at Madison Square Garden. Alex says, all right. Jujun says, I hope it does not go to OT. Otherwise, it will be Caps versus Panthers game played yesterday. It's possible. It's possible it could happen that way. I said I'm thinking 4-2 Lightning. I think that they'll eventually get it done. I maybe click on the wrong thing there. Sorry about that. My apologies. June, let's see. Jakob says, the teams look solid on paper before as well, but there is one big change now, and it is the coach. Who is the coach? Jakob, let me know. Let me know. Oh, let's see here. Jose Meza in the chat again. What's going on, Jose? I know I'm not doing the Penguins game tonight. I do apologize, but good to see you again, my friend. Hope you're doing well, Jose. Make sure to leave a like on the stream while you're here. Helps out the channel tremendously. Hope you're doing well today on this Tuesday evening. Danelle says, Neil, do you think the Flames Stars series has been the most boring out of all of them? I don't know why you guys think they're boring. Is it just because there isn't as much drama or physicality? I think it's actually been pretty good. I'm very impressed by Jake Ottinger. Jakob Markstrom has actually played pretty well also. That series could low-key be a 7-game series the way that it's been going back and forth. So I don't think it's as boring, but that's just my opinion. But if you guys could explain like why you think it's boring, I would love to know, honestly. Excuse me. June says, which logo do you like the best, Lightning or Leafs? For me personally, I would say the Leafs because, it's like it's a maple leaf, and maple leaves are very cool looking and things like that. So I'd say Maple Leafs. Alex says, no, I don't think so. I think Avs was. No, see, that I could actually make more of an argument with because it was 4 games straight. And yes, there were some moments where the Predators looked competitive. Ingram, that rookie goaltender for Nashville, made some great saves, especially in game number 2. But at the end of the day, the Avs were far and away better, and the Predators looked like they had no business being in the playoffs. Danelle says, let me think about the medals because it's complicated. No worries. Take your time on that one. Take your time. So we are just about ready to begin the third period of our game. Again, the Leafs coming in trailing 2-1 in this one. And remember, this series is tied. The winner of this it will go up 3-2, with Game 6 being in Tampa on Thursday night. Alex says because it wasn't a series with the Preds. Very true, Alex. I agree. Yaga says, do you remember how I said it would be good to have a foreign coach like Slovakia? Yes, I do. Why? What do you ask? Who did they hire? Don't keep me in suspense. Alex said, wait, did Nylander score that? It looked like to me that Nylander scored. That's why I keep saying it. Let's see what they say here. I'm actually kind of curious. Let's see here. Yeah, they did give it to William. Here, I'll show you guys. They did give it to William Nylander. You can see it right here. So William Nylander actually has a goal in this one. Or is that a goal? No, actually it's an assist. Who has the only goal then? Okay, so they gave the goal to John Tavares. I apologize. It's John Tavares that scored for the Leafs. It looked like it was off a Lightning player off a shot from William Nylander, but it was deflected by Mr. John Tavares. And we are underway here in the third period of our game. 2-1 Tampa as this one gets underway. Again, what do you guys think? Who do you think is going to come out on top? Any more goals are going to happen? Let me know in the chat. Let's keep this baby going. June said, yeah, the Leafs logo is all right. My problem with it is that it's difficult to draw by hand. That is very true. Very true. I hope they go for something minimal. Maybe, but I think because they're an original 6 team and it's so classic, I doubt that they'll ever change it. Alex says, oh, okay, interesting. Yeah. So William Nylander gets an assist on that goal, but he did not end up getting the goal. It was John Tavares. It's Muzzin with a shot. That one gets blocked in front. And then Victor Hedman's able to just get it out of the zone. Shots are currently 23-18 in favor of Tampa. So even from a shots on goal perspective, both teams have been kind of low. As we've had just what we had 41 shots on goal in total. So that's kind of interesting. Yaga said they had the same idea. The new coach is Jari Jolinen. Have you ever heard of him? No, I haven't. Can you give me more idea as to who he is? As this is the new head coach of Czechia, of Team Czechia in the World Championships, by the way, in case you guys are just tuning in. So we're about 90 seconds into the third period here. Lightning still with a 2-1 lead. Both goals for Lightning came back in the first. John Tavares has the only goal of the night so far for Toronto. So now McDonough will slow it up and wait for his team to make a change. McDonough slowly makes his way up, makes a feed over the point, it deflects off his stick, and then goes behind the Leafs net. Giordano now gets it over to Lyubushkin. And Lyubushkin dumps it into the Lightning zone. Hedman backhands it over to Zach Bogosian, and Bogosian tries to chip it over to Nikita Kucherov, who will get it, and then he'll dump it back in to the Leafs zone. So it's a lot of dump and chase early on in this one, as that shot there is stopped by Jack Campbell, and then a rebound try gets stopped, and that's because there's a hooking penalty, and we have finally reached the 10th penalty called in this one. This is crazy, as now both teams each have been called for 5 different penalties in this one. As Campbell made the save, and then Braden Point tried to take a shot after that, but I believe Mark Giordano might have hooked him. Let's see here. No, actually it was Kemp, number 64. I believe that's Kemp that goes to the box. So now the Lightning, just 2:15 into the third period, will have a chance here on their 5th power play. They have a power play goal tonight, but they have a chance here to try to see if they can, early on in this third period, to see if they can grab the 2-goal lead back. Alex says, Neil, is hockey your favorite sport then? It is. I cover all sports because I'm a sports broadcaster and analyst, and I know those sports very, very well, but hockey is the one I'm most passionate about, 100%, Alex. Manel says, hey, Neil, how about baseball here in the Tri-State area, New York metropolitan area? Mets and Yankees are first in their respective divisions. Yeah, they're 2 of the best teams record-wise so far in this season. They have both played very, very well so far this year, so I like it. I like the way they're playing. As 10 seconds into the Lightning power play, the Lightning take a penalty. It's Steven Stamkos going to the box. So that makes it now the 11th penalty in this game, as he goes for a high stick as he got TJ Brody up high. And so now both teams will skate 4-side for the next minute 50. And The penalties, man, they just keep piling up. This is ridiculous. 12 penalty minutes in total for Tampa, 10 for the Leafs, and it's now 22 in total in just this game. This is crazy. John Cooper talking here. So they're showing the Tampa Bay Lightning general manager. Alex says, wow. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. I like to think of myself as a pretty well-versed person. So now we're skating four aside for 1:40 here. So both teams have already taken a penalty. Alex says, wow, that's dangerous. Yeah. No, he did get him up high. Luckily for Stamkos, it wasn't a double minor or anything like that. So it's a break. As now William Nylander comes in. He goes around the net, looking for somebody, gets it over to John Tavares. Tavares, now with our Tavares. I think it's Tavares. Tavares feeds it for a one-touch shot, and they score! Morgan Riley on a beautiful feed from John Tavares. And the Leafs, just 3:01 into the third, have come back to tie the game up at 2. That was a big break pass from John Tavares behind the net. Morgan Riley's all alone on that side, and he just buries it top shelf over the glove of Andrei Vasilevskiy. And in, and this game is tied at 2. Jacob Taha, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Jacob, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. He says, are we watching hockey or basketball with all these penalties? I don't know, man. It's getting crazy with all these penalties, but we just had a goal. Now a 2-on-1 coming the other way for the Lightning, but it gets broken up. But the Lightning have coughed up a 2-goal lead, and now we are tied at 2. On the most recent goal from Morgan Riley is Austin Matthews with a shot, and he roofed it over the net. But Jacob, man, again, make sure to leave a like as well as subscribe while you're here. Jakob says, he is from Finland, coached the Finnish national team. Kind of different, less level than the previous coach. I don't know if ever been a main coach before. This one knows how to win. All right, so Czechia going with a completely different direction behind the bench for World Juniors. Alex says, let's go. Jacob says, fuck. Danelle says, Neil, what are your thoughts? The Islanders fired Barry Trotz yesterday. I was shocked when I woke up yesterday morning and saw the notice on my phone from Bleacher Report. Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the stream, and it really did come as a shock. I really don't understand exactly what the Islanders want to do, except Lou Lamoriello said they needed a new voice. But I don't know. I just don't think that that was the right move, in my opinion. It just kind of seems like it was a little bit of an overreaction. As now here comes William Nylander with a shot, and he scores! Oh my goodness, William Nylander! Top shelf over the glove of Vasilevskiy! And the Leafs have taken the lead less than 5 minutes into the third. It is now 3-2 Leafs. Wow. What a turn of events here early in this period. It almost seemed like that the 4-on-4 was exactly what the Leafs needed as the ice opens up and they've been able to score 2 goals off of Vasilevskiy in the first couple minutes. And the Leafs now have grabbed the lead. Wow. Jakob said he's got a silver from SR in under 20 that won SM Liga like 6 times, Swiss National League twice. He does have a lot of experience, I'll give you that. Jakob then says tied. Alex says, let's go Leafs. He then also says, let's go. Jakob says, and also coach Lev Praha in the KHL made it to the final first and only season. Wow, so this guy has a lot of experience. So Czechia has made a pretty impressive hire, according to what you're telling me. All Sports fan Adam back in the chat says Leafs will win 4-2. Beautiful from Toronto. Yeah, both of those goals were beautiful. Beautiful indeed. 5-1 Carolina over the Bruins right now with 2:25 to go in the third. So Carolina's definitely on their way to going up 3-2. And going to Boston for game 6. And that shot again from Nylander was beautiful. What a shot. And what a turnaround here in this third period. As again, not even 5 minutes into the period, the Leafs have scored 2 goals to take a 3-2 lead. Jacob DeHaas back in chat says, this is what dreams are made of. That's what the Stanley Cup playoffs is all about, Jacob. You are 100% right. Jacob, again, boss man, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. And if you do subscribe, I will shout you right here on the stream. So let me know if you do. Alex says, GG, Hurricanes, and let's go Leafs. Awesome, Alex. Loving your support. Loving you hanging out with us, man. Again, really. Scotiabank Arena is pumped. Rally towels are being waved as their team right now up 3-2, scoring 2 goals already in this third period. Here we go. Face-off won by the Leafs. Jake Muzzin gets it over to his defensive partner and wraps it around the boards. Lightning just chip it out of the zone. And now here goes Brandon Hagel trying to get there. He does. Tries to feed it in front, and Jack Campbell just sticks it aside. Hagel now trying to keep it in. Fourth line on right now for the Lightning. Lightning needs something to turn this game around because it's been all Leafs since the second period began, really. Colton gets shoved to the boards in the right corner. Gets it over. Lost it. And that's chipped out of the zone and back out to center ice. Jejun said, I just realized my neighbor's a Leafs fan. I'm starting to realize there are more of them in my city than I previously thought. Jejun, where are you from? Let me know. I would love to know, man, so I can interact with you a little bit more. Let me know. Jakob says, so there are big expectations. He says he's not a magician and even learned to say it in Czech, but he has already changed a lot. You know what is European hockey? You know what is the European Hockey Tour? Yes, I have heard of that, so I am aware of that. So yeah, he definitely has some expectations, but I'm sure he's going to try to do the best that he possibly can. Lauren says, I will see you next season, Neil. It's an honor to tune into your streams. Take care. Go Ducks and go Habs. Lauren, you have been an absolute pleasure all year long. Thank you so much for hanging out with us every single time like you do. Really means the world to me. And I will see you next season and very, very soon. Thank you so much, Lauren. Make sure to leave a like on the stream before you go. We really appreciate it. Alex says, change your prediction, LOL, Neil. Right now, it's looking like my prediction might be right, but just the wrong team. Who knows? But we still got 14 minutes to go in this period, so a lot can happen, Alex. We'll see. June says he's from Vancouver. All right, well, I mean, I would imagine that Leafs Nation probably travels a lot, June, but I'd imagine there's got to be more Canucks fans than Leafs fans, right? I would imagine. So here we go as the Leafs Lightning come into the zone. They dump it in. Victor Hedman got there. Gives over to Kucherov. He backhands it from the corner, and that one is sticked aside by Campbell. Lightning trying to change the momentum right now. Now kicked it over to Lyubushkin. But now Palat intercepts it for the Lightning. Gets over to Braden Point. Braden Point, he actually ends up getting hit, loses the puck, and goes back into Leaf zone. Now Jake Muzzin with it. Muzzin comes up the left side, and he'll just rifle it around the boards into the Lightning zone. And that comes out in front, and no one's deflected just wide. Rebound opportunity, and that shot goes wide of the net. Oh, Michael Bunting on a wrap. Just a turnaround. Almost had an Austin Matthews whips on a one-timer. And here come the Lightning the other way. Killorn will chip it in. Gets it over. Feeds it in front. Lost it. Opportunity. Rebound try, and that one goes over the net and off the boards. Oh, the Lightning with maybe their best chance of the period right there, but could not hit the net. Here come the Leafs again. Austin Matthews wrist one. That one gets blocked in front. Lightning just trying to chip it out of the zone. Matthews knocks it down with a high stick. And we'll get a stoppage of play here. 12:25 to go in this third. The Leafs, on goals from Morgan Riley and William Nylander, have come back to take a lead as they now lead it 3-2. We'll step aside for just a moment to get another quick word from our sponsors. So we are back here in this third period of our game, Game 5 between Tampa Bay and Toronto. The Leafs were trailing 2-1 going into this period, but thanks to goals from Morgan Rielly and William Nylander, both as the teams were skating for a side, have given the Leafs their first lead of the game. They lead it currently right now 3-2. With 12 minutes to go in this one as Victor Hedman fakes the shot, gets it over to Hagel. He'll wrap it to behind the boards to Nick Paul. Paul wraps it around over to Hagel. Hagel now gets over to Hedman. Hedman with a shot. That one gets blocked to the side. Nick Paul trying to keep it going here. Gets over to Ross Colton. Hedman with a shot. He scores! It's Ryan McDonagh, with an absolute bomb from the slot. And with 11:43 to go in the third, the Lightning have tied this game up as we're tied now at 3 apiece. Wow, what a shot from the old man Ryan McDonagh. Yes, I can't say old man. Top shelf over the shoulder of Jack Campbell, and that was a bomb. That was an absolute bomb from Ryan McDonagh. And so we are now tied at 3 goals apiece. If only this could update itself. Once again, I'm having trouble with Flash Score all night long, so I do apologize. Let's see here. Alex says he's from California and lived in Mississauga. Very cool. Very cool indeed, Alex. Very cool. Jejun says, yeah, they all say that they are undeservedly hating the city, but every Canadian fan base except for Habs cheered against us in 2011. Makes sense. Jakob says, till the change, Czechia haven't won a single EHT game this season, now won the other 2 remaining tournaments for the first time ever, won 2 consecutive ones. All right, so they got some momentum now. Emoy's back in the chat. Good to see you, man. Jakob says, improved literally everything. It is so interesting how much can a coach do. It is like a different word. It's fair. It's quite impressive. And then Jakob says, oh, Tampa scored. Alex says, dang. Jacob says, yes. Emoy is not happy. He says, oof, no. Yes. Ryan McDonagh with the most recent goal for Tampa. He ties the game up 3. Jakob says, actually, I'm not cheering for the Leafs really, but now it's their turn. Tampa was last time. I can understand why people would probably rather see Toronto finally get over the hump, but I still think Tampa's going to end up winning this series. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. As Giordano with a shot that gets blocked. RJ giving us a final. Hurricanes officially blow out the Boston Bruins 5-1 in Carolina. They take a 3-2 lead with Game 6 on Thursday night at TD Garden in Boston. So that should be a lot of fun. We'll see what happens with that one. So we have just reached the halfway point of this third period with the game tied at 3. Next stoppage of play, guys, I will once again update Flash Score and get it fixed again because it's having problems again. Actually, I'll just do it right now. So stand by for just a moment while I get this whole thing squared away. So it's currently loading. So give me a second while we do this here. 9.5 minutes to go in the third. Game tied at 3 right now again of our game between Tampa and Toronto. The winner of this takes a 3-2 lead going to Tampa for Game 6. I think I got it now. So let me see if I can on share here. Great. Got the statistics back up at the stream. We are good. All right, we are back. We are back. Apologize for that, but Flash Score is having a really, really rough day. RJ giving us an update as well. Thank you, RJ. Again, 3-3 between the Leafs and the Maple and the Lightning, 8:55 and ticking to go here in the third. So that puck goes down. But Bogosian got there first, and that'll be an icing here against the Leafs. So the face-off back in the Leafs zone here. So if you're the Leafs, you got to settle it down here a little bit because you had all that emotion, all that momentum, grabbing your first lead of the game, grabbing the 3-2 lead. But then just a couple of minutes later, Ryan McDonagh just silences the crowd and gets the Lightning tied here. So I think the way this is going, it feels like definitely next to a win. It's Kucherov with a shot that is gloved away by Campbell. Lightning trying to continue to put the pressure on. They have their first line on right now. Palat lose the puck to Kasha, and now trying to get it, but it's intercepted by Foot. That shot was deflected. Rebound try, and that one is stopped by Campbell. What a save! Follow-up try by Sergachev gets blocked. Holy smokes! What an unbelievable save by Jack Campbell. Might be the save of the game right there. As now Palat comes in, trying to feed it in front of Stamkos. Gets intercepted by Kerfoot. Here comes Nylander. Gets it over to Giordano. Mark Giordano with a shot that would stop. Rebound try. Just goes wide of the net. Tavares keeps it in for Toronto. He gets knocked out. No penalty. Leafs trying to keep it in with 8 minutes exactly to go here in the third. Both teams trading some gorgeous opportunities the last few moments. But I got to go back. They got to show that the next stoppage play, they got to show a replay of that unbelievable save by Jack Campbell as Hedman flips it over to Corey Perry. Perry waiting for reinforcements. Corey Perry spins around the defender, stops on a dime behind the net, tried to feed it in front of the point, but it got intercepted. Lyubushkin trying to get it out for the Leafs, and he does just that. And now here comes John Tavares. He's by himself trying to deke his way through Bogosian, but Bogosian wins that battle. Now Hedman with the puck. Hedman looks to slow it down now. Both teams will settle. Shots are 29-21 right now in favor of the Lightning. Game tied at 3. Series tied at 2. This one chipped into the Leafs zone. No icing here. As Riley chips it over to Kemp. It's now a nice backhand there. Comes out of the zone. Sergachev will then get it back for the Lightning. And now Braden Point will dump it back in behind the Leafs net. Leafs get it back. They'll chip it out to center ice. And here they come. Here comes Kemp. Kemp with a wrist shot, and that one is easily sticked aside by Vasilevsky. Lightning trying to get out of the zone. They could do that. Here comes Ross Colton. He feeds over to Hagel. Hagel waits, and then he'll just chip it back into the Leafs zone as both teams make a change. Jakob says, I don't want Tampa to win, but I want the Leafs to lose too for the meme. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with the meme. As Marner tried to feed it in front of Matthews, but it got broken up. Leafs first line on right now. It's Brody. The chips it over. Chernak gets over to Ryan McDonagh. McDonagh now. He loses the puck for a moment, but he's able to chip it out of the zone. My Pops is in the chat. He says, win one for Marleau. It's now a 2-on-1 here. Here comes Marleau with a shot. Rebound to they score! It's Austin Matthews on a rebound! Oh, great tip in there with 6:06 to go. The Leafs have retaken the lead. It's 4-3 Toronto. Austin Matthews, he's been kind of quiet the last couple of games. They need that top line to start producing, and that's exactly what they did there. As Kucherov showed it again. Great mask save by Campbell a few minutes ago, and then the Leafs are able to create an opportunity. Caught out of change there. Marner with the original shot, but Matthews, right place, right time. He just taps it on the rebound, and he gives the Leafs the lead here with just a little over 6 minutes to go in this baby. But yes, Patrick Marleau, the longtime San Jose Shark, also one-time Toronto Maple Leaf, did announce his retirement after 23 seasons. Very, very impressive career. Probably going to end up in the Hall of Fame, I would imagine. It is unfortunate, though, for him that he could not win a Stanley Cup championship. Jakob says traditions are important. Then he says Matthews. Alex says, let's go. Love it. Love it, guys. 5:48 to go in this third. We've had a lot of different goals in this one, man. The goal scoring is picked up here in this third period. It was 2-1 Tampa to start this period, and now look at it. Now we're at 4-3. So now with the Lightning down one goal again, the question is, when do they pull Vasilevsky? Maple Leafs have won 4 straight playoff games when Austin Matthews scored. They'll look to make it 5 here if they can hold on for this one. Matthews says, Alex, and he also says, third of series, please win. Yes, I believe that was Matthews' third goal of this round, of this playoffs. Campbell plays it around the boards, and now here come the Leafs. Chips it over to 65. He gets it over, tried to feed it over to Camp. It got broken up. 5 minutes exactly to go in this one. Leafs regain the lead just a few moments ago on a rebound goal by Austin Matthews. Lightning will settle it here. A lot of time left, though, and they're only down by a goal, so I wouldn't count out the Lightning just yet. As here comes Cirelli, as he'll dump it into the Leaf zone. It goes around the boards. Leafs trying to get it out of the zone. Gets it over. Now McDonough with a shot. That one is blocked aside by Campbell. Good save there. Long pass. Tried to feed Lyubushkin, but it got broken out. Excuse me, Michael Bunting, actually. Now Chernak gets it over. Tries to make it over to Charlie, but it got broken up. And then Giordano will dump it back into the Lightning zone. Ryan McDonough, who has the most recent goal for Tampa, plays the puck. Gets over to Killorn. Now here comes Braden Point. Braden Point comes up the right side. Waiting. Now he's being pinned by 2 Leafs players. Leafs are able to chip it out again with 4 minutes to go in Game 5. Now Campbell, he'll just softly play it over to Riley. Now over to Justin Hall. Justin Hall tried to make a pass. It's going to go all the way down. Won't be an icing because it touched Vasilevsky. So play continues here. Victor Hedman now. Hedman will play it. He'll chip it into the Leaf zone. Morgan Riley, he got there first. Intercepted by the Lightning. They'll wrap it around the boards. Gets over to Foot. Gets it behind the net now to Ross Colton. One-time shot gets blocked in front. Victor Hedman, he takes a shot. It also gets blocked. Good defense here. Pierre Engvall tried to deke around Hedman, but it's taken away by Victor Hedman. Hedman will back it around over to Brandon Hagel. Now back to Hedman. Hedman getting some pressure here. Gets it back to Foot. Now back to Hedman. Hedman will slow it up now as both teams make a change. 3 minutes to go in this one. Leafs holding on to a 4-3 lead. Wraps it around the boards in the Leaf zone, and it's chipped out again. It's going to go down. Ryan McDonough will get there now for Tampa. McDonough gets it over to Stamkos. Now to Sergachev. Tried to feed it to Kucherov. He missed him. Now Stamkos will come in, and he'll just fire it around the boards to the other side. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. Now Stamkos with a shot, and that one is stopped by Campbell in the sharp angle. Leafs trying to just chip it out of the zone, and then Sergachev will go back to get it for Tampa. Sergachev, he has the puck intercepted. Austin Matthews hit a slap shot, and that one is stopped and deflected out of play. A good save by Vasilevsky. So Matthews looking to try to put it away there, but 2:17 to go in this one. Leafs with a 4-3 lead, thanks in large part to number 34, Austin Matthews. Jakob says, which series is the most interesting in your opinion? You know, for me, it's kind of a toss-up. I would say this has been really interesting, but I think the most interesting one has to be this series right here between Tampa and Toronto, because these are 2 teams that have major championship aspirations and are expected to make long runs in the playoffs this year. And this series has pretty much lived up to the hype, except the fact we've had so many blowouts, except here tonight. So really, it's kind of an interesting one, but I think this has been the most interesting one in my opinion, Jakob. Alex says, go Leafs, go. What's going on? What's going on, Matt? Why is this not showing up? Let me see the comment. Thank you. What's going on, Maddie? Thank you so much for the comment, my friend. We do appreciate it. Maddie, while you're here, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Why is the Minnesota game not live? I think Isha's taking the night off, I believe. We also have a second live watch-along, which actually just got underway about 6 minutes ago. My good friend Carter Potts one of the co-hosts of the Quack Report, which covers the Anaheim Ducks. He is actually doing a live watch-along of the Edmonton Oilers LA Kings Game 5, which should be starting at around 10:20 Eastern right after this one, unless this ends up going to overtime. But that is the reason why we are not doing the Minnesota game tonight. I do apologize, Maddie, but Isha will be back, and we will be doing more Minnesota Wild playoff games as this playoff year continues. But make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe while you're here. Alex says, Yaka, probably this series. I agree. Kat Connor says, hey, I'm back. Good to see you again. Kat, you're tuning in just the right time. Just a little over 2 minutes to go, 2:17 exactly to go in this one. Leafs holding on to a 4-3 lead. Austin Matthews with the go-ahead goal right now. The Kraken 6962 says, hello, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe while you're here. If you like what you see, helps out the channel tremendously. Yaga says, true, and the amount of goals, it is like 37. I have no idea off the top of my head, but it's a lot. Jacob says, come on, Tampa. The Kraken 6962 says, go, Leafs, go. Kat also says, go, Toronto. Maddie says, I love Isha. I want to tell him about the Kaprizov jersey I ordered. GN. Hey, no worries, Maddie. He'll be back very, very soon, and you can tell him when he next appears. No worries. Alex says, hey, the Kraken, let's go, Leafs. 1:55 now to go in this one. Lightning, at some point in the next couple of seconds, is probably going to pull Vasilevsky. Kucherov up the center of the ice. He'll come in, gets the puck knocked off him, and the Leafs are able to chip it out. Now Lightning get it back. Vasilevsky waits as Hedman now will dump it into the Leaf zone with 90 seconds to go in this one. Hedman keeps it in for Tampa. He'll fire it to the right corner. Leafs find around the boards and out. It's going to go all the way down to the empty net, and it just went wide. And Hedman will touch it. So an icing here against the Leafs. The face-off back in the Leaf zone with 1:22 to go in this one. The Lightning have officially pulled Vasilevsky, so they have the 6-on-5 advantage. But that last try just missed, inches away from putting this game away. The Kraken 692 says, yeah. Maddie says, go Leafs. Love that you guys are still hanging out here with us. Alex says, I like the octopus, the Kraken. Maddie also says, Leafs deserve the win. They get cut every year. As Kucherov with a shot, that one gets blocked. Lightning player gets knocked down, no penalty. 1:10 to go. Kucherov trying to get there. It's still around. Justin Hall trying to get there first. He'll chip it out of the zone. And the Lightning will have to go back and reset. 1 minute exactly to go in this one. Lightning need 1 goal to tie. Hedman dinks around Marner. He comes into the zone. Hedman with a shot. That one actually hit the top post. Oh, great chance there. Corey Perry keeps it in for Tampa. Perry being pinned along. Gets over to the right side to Stamkos. Stamkos leads his way through. Gets to Corey Perry. He tried to feed it in front to Killorn and got broken up. 35 seconds to go here. Leafs chip it out of the zone. And Hedman will have to go back. Is this going to be enough for an icing? No, the ref waves it off. 25 seconds to go in this one. Lightning maybe one last chance here. Throw it down the ice. It's not going to be enough for an icing. It will. They did call an icing here against the Lightning. And so the faceoff will be back in the Tampa zone with 21.9 to go. Leafs still holding on to this one goal lead. Kraken 692 says, thanks, bro. Go Seattle. Alex says, no problem. Yeah, new team. Maddie says, are they in Tampa or Toronto? This game is in Toronto. Game 6, regardless of who wins, will be in Tampa. 6962 says, yes. 22 and a half seconds left to go. Face off won by the Lightning here. They have to get it down the ice quickly. Hedman with a long pass there that misses, but it won't be an icing. Estrella got there first, but now the Leafs take it over. Kemp with the empty net and a great diving save by Vasilevsky with 7 seconds left. 3 seconds. 2 and 1 throws it at the net. One last save by Campbell, and that is all scrubbed. The Toronto Maple Leafs were down 2-0 early in the first period, have come back and ultimately have won Game 5 by the final of 4-3 and are now 1 win away from finally getting to the second round For the first time in nearly 2 decades, this was arguably the most entertaining of the 5 games we've had so far. It looked like early on that Tampa was going to come away with an easy victory, but the resilient Toronto Maple Leafs come back, and eventually Austin Matthews with the game-winning goal wins this one, and the Leafs will head to Tampa on Thursday, 1 win away from advancing to the second round. And we shall see if we will have the series end in 6, or will the Lightning bounce back? Will the defending champs bounce back and force a Game 7? We shall see. As Alex says, let's go. Jacob says, fuck. Alex says, let's go again. Go Leafs, go. Jacob says, wait. Toronto always chokes when they only need one more win. Well, they're in the same spot they were last year. 1 win away, Game 6 on the road. Let's see if they can change narrative. Maddie says, let's go Leafs. Love it, guys. And on that note, that is going to do it for me tonight for this live watch along here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. This was a lot of fun. Had fun as always hanging out with you guys. Appreciate the likes, the new subscribers, the donations as well. You guys were great. You can follow me on Twitter at THENVPSHOW and on my Instagram at NVPQB11. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. New live watch-alongs every single day here, especially during the Stanley Cup playoffs here on the channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and also punch notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here on the channel. Follow the Hockey Podcast Network everywhere you follow on social media at HockeyPodNet. Also, make sure to go check out my podcast, the Devil's State of Mind podcast, which covers the New Jersey Devils. New episodes every Monday and Thursday, wherever you listen to podcasts. You can follow us. You can follow my podcast on Twitter at Devil's State, Instagram at Devil's State of Mind, and like us on Facebook as well. Make sure you guys stick around and stay on the channel because my good friend Carter Potts is about ready to begin his live watch-along of Game 5 of the Western Conference quarterfinal matchup between the Los Angeles Kings and the Edmonton Oilers. So once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Couple more comments. Kraken6962 says they won't choke. Talking about the Leafs. He also says, please stream the Panthers game. I'm pretty sure we probably will, so stay tuned for that. Jakob says, thanks for the streaming. No worries. But once again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight, and we will see you in the next live watch along. Once again, the final score from Toronto, the Maple Leafs come back and defeat the Lightning 4-3 in regulation, and now have a 3-2 lead with a chance on Thursday to finally get to the second round and vanquish the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champion, Tampa Bay Lightning. Everyone continue to be the awesome people that you are, and as I always say at the end of every live watch along, make sure to rock on.